There's been a lot of horrible stuff happening over the last week or so in particular. Even if you're not someone that's like jacked into the mainframe, hyper-focused on cyberspace news updates or anything like that, you've probably still seen a lot of the stinky stuff that's been going on because it's been really bad. So I wanted this video to try and just be uplifting, some positive news here. Spray a little bit of Febreze, put some deodorant on to mask the odor for a bit, and just give you something to smile about. And that mission failed almost instantly. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, but I couldn't take that first step. I went looking for positive news stories, and all I found was more agony and despair, doom and gloom and death. It's like smiling is illegal right now. Every single day there's something fucking horrible happening. It's baffling how common the worst things imaginable are happening on a daily basis. But I was able to unearth two very good, wholesome stories, and it was like finding the Infinity Stones. This was difficult. I felt like Indiana Jones having to go exploring and finding these treasures, but there are two very wholesome stories that have me grinning from ear to ear that I'd like to share with you today. The first story is very interesting because it involves someone that I've talked about before on the channel. In fact, the two of us used to have some beef. Beef so raw that you wouldn't see him eating it during one of his mukbangs. I'm talking about Nikocado Avocado. Over a year ago, the two of us were feuding, going back and forth on the playground, having a bit of a tiff. And now I've recently learned that Nikocado Avocado has been actively losing weight. He posted a new video kind of briefly going over how much weight he's lost, which he claims is roughly around 89 pounds, and I think that is incredible. The weight announcement does come during a pizza mukbang, but 89 pounds down and there's a noticeable difference, he's fucking earned the right to splurge like that. I think that is fantastic. The whole genesis of our controversy stemmed from me finding it sad that he was literally eating himself to death and even making jokes about, like, very morbid stuff revolving around the way he was eating for content. And I've always maintained that it would be amazing to see him start losing the weight. And now to see him actually start taking steps down that path, I think that's fantastic. And I have nothing but amazing things to say about that, and a huge round of applause because there's a lot of hard work that goes into this, especially for the way he's been eating for so long. And to see him lose that much weight in a pretty short period of time, that's nothing shy of incredible work. So I think this is a very moving story. I hope he continues to do this. His community is encouraging him. His community has done a real 180 because when I first made that video on him and like the whole Nikocado Avocado rabbit hole, his community used to encourage him to continue to eat more. They wanted to see him really like balloon up as quickly as possible, as if it was like a fucking speed run. And now, fast forward, a year and some change later, they seem to really be cheering him on for a healthier lifestyle and wanting to see him happier. And he really does seem happier in this video where he talks about his weight loss, as well as just generally joking and more bubbly than I remembered him being last year. So it just really seems like an all-around positive thing, and I'm wishing him nothing but the best of luck going forward. And now the next happy story I'd like to share with you all teaches us the same lessons that anime has about never giving up. Perseverance in the face of overwhelming odds and adversity. It involves a streamer named H2P Gucio, or Juicio, I'm sorry if I fucked your name up. And this brave warrior did what no mortal should do. He took the Ogdo Bogdo challenge, which is a challenge more detrimental to your health than the Tide Pod challenge, and it's one that I myself am a survivor of as well. If you recognize the name Ogdo Bogdo, it probably just sent a chill down your spine. You probably immediately tried to hide under your desk from that boogeyman. It is a character in the game Jedi Fallen Order. Ogdo Bogdo was a bit of a meme boss, but pretty difficult. And in Jedi Survivor, the newest game that just came out in the series, Ogdo Bogdo is back. And he comes in two different flavors, and you get to the center of that Tootsie Pop two different fights. So one of them is against Spawn of Ogdo, which is clearly a reference to Ogdo Bogdo, and it's an optional boss fight that I got so fucking tilted at, I eventually made an entire video dedicated to the hardest bosses I've ever fought, and I posted it on my second channel, Moist Charlie Clips, where I went over every single boss I've fought through all of the Souls games, and then including Ogdo to compare them. And it turns out I died more to Spawn of Ogdo than any Souls boss across any of the Souls games. by a wide margin too. I died over 120 times the spawn of Ogdo, and it took me 2.5 hours to finally pull it off, but I did it. And then there is another optional fight involving Ogdo Bogdo in this game, and this time it's a gangbang. So this time it's a little spit roast between Spawn of Ogdo and Ogdo Bogdo himself, the OG. And this is the fight that locked the streamer in a purgatory, a limbo, for 29 hours, over 1,200 deaths. He spent banging his head against that Ogdo wall. I'm pretty sure he's playing on the highest difficulty. I also played on the highest difficulty, so I absolutely share his pain with this fight. And his struggle became so big that it went viral as an actual news story. So it actually got picked up by mainstream outlets, and the frog became a meme. Samsung even used the frog in one of their Twitter advertisements. That's also a really disturbing picture they used for the frog on the TV there. It looks like those really awful animated, like, porn games where it's like, you won't last 5 seconds in this game. I don't know, that shit's just weird. They could have just used, like, Crazy Frog or something, really. But Ogdo, the frog, became a meme. His channel was blowing up to 60,000 viewers just watching him fight Ogdos here. It was incredible. I, of course, was watching as well once I became aware of the story earlier this afternoon. And he had some very close calls. He was flirting with that W, but sometimes it just wasn't meant to be. It wasn't the destiny, the hand he was dealt. What an absolute heartbreaker. The boss had a single pixel of health left, actually less than 1 HP. Just a single tiny little pube on a bumblebee's bush worth of health there, and just unable to squeak out the dubski. That one almost made me cry because I had the exact same thing happen to me during one of my runs. What should have happened is he should have had a finisher that goes off when the health was a little more than where it left off. You usually have that finisher come up when there's like 2% health left or something, but for some reason it didn't for him, and it didn't for me in one of my runs too, and my reaction is almost identical to his. Where was my finisher? What?
No luck, BD.
Hey, that's alright. Run it back. But even after such tragedy, and with his chat spamming, encouraging him just to let it go, you don't have to prove anything, who cares, you know, it's a stupid boss anyway, fuck it, it's no big deal. Even with all of that mumbo-jumbo, he buckled down and his spirit was more willing than ever.
W końcu! W końcu i nareszcie! Póki nie wyskoczy trzecia. Póki nie wyskoczy trzecia.
You love to see that. 29 hours well spent. 1,200 deaths of data collection later, and he pulls it off easily. I'd say damn near first try, honestly. Incredible work. This was a really fun thing to watch. I, of course, didn't watch all of it. I really only caught the tail end of all of it. But man, it must have been such a relief for him to finally be done with that challenge. So huge congratulations to him and his whole community for sticking by his side through thick and thin and eventually getting that big W. So yeah, I just wanted to share some uplifting news, and this is what I found for the last week or so. So that's really just about it. Oh, also, I did beat Ogdo and Spawn of Ogdo as well, by the way. I just want to make that clear, so I'll just show the clip of me finishing them off as a nice little positive place to end the video. There it is. Alright, that time we got the finisher. Fucking huge. Not bad. There's an expression, you're only as old as you feel, And I gotta tell you, I'm feeling octogenarian recently. The biggest content online undoubtedly has been like TikTok style content, like short, bite-sized pieces of either trends, challenges, or goofy dances, all of which I'm not really a fan of and I don't really understand. Nowadays, a lot of headlines leave me scratching my head, trying to even decipher if what I even read was English or even a human language to begin with. I swear to God, there's just like a new thing every day that it goes right over my head and makes no sense to me. Like, did you squeeb today? Turns out 9 out of 10 millennials don't even know how to glorb. Don't be a lame-o. Well, lame-o I understand, but all the other words in there, it sounds like it's out of a fucking Rick and Morty sketch. Like, I don't get it. So, like, I have to, like, research things that are popular these days in order to, like, not feel completely left out and in the dark. I'm actually starting to feel what it was like to be a parent during the rise of the internet, and your kids, like, telling you, you know, trendy things going on online, such as, like, 4chan with pools closed due to AIDS, and you don't know what the fuck they're talking about, like, what's Habbo Hotel, what's going on? I'm reaching that point. But, long-winded explanation to come to what I actually want to talk about today. There was something I really didn't understand a few days ago that blew up on Twitter with Skibidi Toilet. That made no sense to me. I didn't know what that was. It sounded like some kind of like bootleg toilet or something. But apparently it was is a huge YouTube trend, a huge branch of YouTube content. So I looked into it, and it's a series of Gmod shitposts that are getting like 20 million views a day per video. The channel Da Fuck Boom is a classic like Gmod shitposter, and over the last month he has gained over 2.9 billion views, over 7.2 million subs, and every month now for the last couple months is getting at least 2 billion views. He is blowing up all because of Skibidi Toilet. And that's the gift that keeps on giving, because everyone's suckling from that milky bosom of Skibidi Toilet, because anyone that's even making content around Skibidi Toilet, such as like, here's what you didn't understand about Skibidi Toilet number 33, hidden moments of Skibidi Toilet number 41, is this the end of Skibidi Toilet Cameraman in episode 42? Like, all kinds of like speculative like game theory Skibidi Toilet videos are also getting tens of millions of views every day. This is probably the biggest branch of content I've seen since Minecraft first blew up, and maybe even bigger than Roblox. Like, it's crazy how huge Skibidi Toilet is. It's got the Midas touch. If you just put that in your title, you're guaranteed success. So I went over it a little bit more on stream for anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, but I imagine most of you have heard it by now. It is big with children. It's content that is primarily being consumed by the younger generation, which is why a lot of people, you know, around our age here in the retirement home haven't heard of Skibidi Toilet, but I want to put it on the front of your radar, because for the first time in a long time, this is popular content geared towards younger viewers that I actually feel isn't dog shit. Whereas most of them I think is just actual trash. This one I think is pretty entertaining. I still didn't watch the latest Skibidi Toilet. I can't wait. That's just wild that that's a sentence I comprehend now. I was completely oblivious to this, and this is one of like the biggest phenomenons I've ever seen on YouTube. So I really wanted to talk about this because I think it was 2 days ago I saw a post on Twitter saying, I bet if you're over the age of 16 you've never even heard of this, and it was Skibidi Toilet. And I thought it was one of those memes where it's like, oh, you're so old you probably don't even know what Baby Gronk rizzes up Livy Dunn becoming the new Drip King even means. These words don't have meaning to you, I bet. And I thought it was just gonna be fake. But no, it turns out this Skibidi Toilet thing is unbelievably massive. Like, super huge. Look at these views. 21 hours ago, 14 million. And what's crazy is I recognize this channel from a long time ago. They struck gold with Skibidi Toilet. Every episode, well over 20 million views, pretty much. Like, it's unreal. And it's the gift that gives to the whole community. Like, you got the whole middle school lunch table spitting milk out of their nose with it. So all of these YouTube shorts are like digging into the lore. So they're like, it's actually the deepest lore ever. This is on par with, you know, some of Tolkien's best work. I've never seen such a such a lexicon of knowledge here, a cornucopia of little hidden Easter eggs. Like, it's mind-boggling how big this is. Like, they're putting it on the same level of, like, Game of Thrones, or rather, Song of Fire and Ice, I suppose. Like, when it comes to lore. So I got deep into this Skibidi toilet rabbit hole. It's so... Like, I'm actually happy that this is what's popular, though. I don't want to make it seem like I'm shitting on it, because this is actually reminiscent of what a lot of us in early YouTube grew up with as well. Someone made a great point on Twitter that no matter how much the internet changes, no matter how much humanity evolves, somehow there's something embedded deep in our DNA that has us gravitate towards Gmod content. Because this is just like old YouTube poops, this is just like old Gmod shitposts, and it's huge, all the same. So I am actually, like, this is the first time in a long time where I've been happy that something that I was completely oblivious to, that's big with children, I think is actually good content. Like, Skibidi Toilet, I think, is fine. Like, it is very reminiscent of, like, old YouTube poop culture and all of that. So it's cool. It's like getting back to the grassroots. The world is resetting. Maybe finally the internet's beginning to heal. Because again, like, look at this. Like, just scrolling down a second. Skibidi Toilet, 48 secrets. And there's like 1,000 of these videos. Like, anything that even has Skibidi Toilet in it is an actual glitch in the YouTube ecosystem that guarantees you at least 1 million views. Anything Skibidi Toilet. It's a cheat code right now. Like, look at this. Skibidi Toilet origin story. Like, they have been blessed with Skibidi Toilet. What the fuck is this? Play one of the videos? I don't know if I can. I think it's copyrighted music. But it uses basically that old viral TikTok song. It's like this generation's fucking Crazy Frog. Fine, I'll play it real quick. Here, let me do like one of the first ones. Probably this one would be the best one. So this. It uses that, and then it does like a bunch of wacky things, and it evolves and grew into like a giant fucking war between Skibidi Toilet, the cameraman, Mr. Ass Blast or some shit. I don't know. It's got like layers to the narrative now, all stemming from that. It's literally old Gmod shitpost content, but blowing up in 2023. 2023 years after the death of our Lord, and we are still appreciating Gmod content. I just find that to be poetic and wholesome almost. Our species peaked with good shitposts. Why move from that? We did. For a while, we were straying from the light of God with like TikTok garbage content, like dumb challenges and dumb dances, but now Skibidi Toilet's the new hotness. We're back. I'm gonna be honest, I think we're starting to get back to where it all began. We've got Skibidi Toilet, which is fucking huge. Gmod shitpost classics. And now we had that guy naring his butthole, like bare asshole. Fucking 30 million views on that. We're coming back. Like, a flip has switched somewhere along the space-time continuum, maybe after we discovered all those gravitational waves, but things are starting to fall into place again. It's feeling pretty good. How long till MySpace profile songs make a comeback? Oh, I'm telling you, give it 3 months. I bet Threads is going to make a thing where you can make a song autoplay on your Threads profile. I feel like we're like going back in YouTube or in internet history. Give it a couple months. And then you'll be able to do your top 8s again on Threads, where you can organize your top 8 follower friends on your homepage or some shit. What was your MySpace account name? It was just my name, Charlie. I had a website, a Pixo website. I've talked about this before. It was coldflames.pixo.com, where I used to talk a little bit about RuneScape, but I also posted a lot of like music on there from bands I liked, and unfortunately at the time my favorite band was Lost Prophets, so I had like Last Train Home or something playing on the homepage, and then I had an entire section dedicated to Rooftops from Lost Prophets, and then it turns out that the lead singer of that was one of the biggest pedophiles in the music industry's history, so that website didn't age very well. Alright, come here. We need to have another little serious chat, nice little talk again. Don't tinkle in your britches, you coward. I'm proud of you. I'm real fucking proud of you. Last time I was making a video talking to you, the community, the audience, it was about bad actors in the community that would go out of their way to be a douchebag and harass people I'd make a video about and just be like this giant hemorrhoid on the internet, this harassing and insulting people because I made a video joking about their shit. And I was just pointing out that bad behavior. So it was pretty negative, kind of like when the teacher calls to the front of the class some asshole and then just roasts them in front of the entire class. It's just one of those things where I felt like it needed to be said, but it was negative. And today I wanted to make a video focusing on something positive, because I'm a very positive person. I think most of you know that. I'm not really a negative Nancy. I'm able to always sniff out the good in things and the good in people. When you think of Charles, you think of Mr. Rogers. You think of Santa Claus. If Santa Claus was much shorter and just went down your chimney to talk about cock on Christmas. So allow me to get a little emotional here for a moment and break out the tissue box as I talk about how thankful I am for this community. So the first thing I want to say is huge thank you that so many of you aren't fucking weirdos that think that you and I are in some kind of relationship where like we're dating just because you watch my content. A lot of content creators on the internet, Twitch, YouTube, they have these really big parasocial relationships with their audience that they sometimes play into by really no fault of their own. Parasocial relationships are obviously extremely unhealthy, and I've never once gotten the impression from anyone that watches my shit that they feel that way. So I appreciate that you're able to put like this wall between us, for lack of a better word. Not really a wall, like a window. Like you can see me on this other side, you can see the window like into my soul, but you can't like get there, like a glory hole, you know what I mean? So I can just really appreciate that no one out there right now has like a bubblegum tribute of my face in their closet like Helga from Hey Arnold or anything like that. I appreciate that you're just here to have some fun and enjoy some goofy ass content. I've never, as I've said multiple times, I never liked the whole stan culture or anything like that, and I've never really seen that with this community. And I've also never really seen toxicity from this community outside of the few people that would go and harass people in the comment section when I make a video about something. Aside from that, the community's never been like a negative force on the internet or anything like that. You never read about the fucking moist minotaurs going to war with Minecraft fans on Twitter. So, I mean, that means a lot to me, that the community around here isn't like a toxic cesspool that just fights other communities based on their interests. Now, of course, I joke about other communities, so obviously some of the people in the audience do as well, but it's never malicious. At least I don't get the impression that it is from the community or anything like that. And it's never like this coordinated assault where it's like, well, Charlie's colon crusaders are going to go on a rampage on Twitter against furry art or something. That kind of shit just doesn't happen. And I really appreciate that it's not like this toxic environment in the community. So thank you all very much for just being mature about these kind of things. Now, the main reason I'm making this video and what's really put butterflies in my nutsack recently is on Twitch. Now, obviously, not all of you watch my streams, which is pretty fucking dumb. You should. You're an idiot for not being on every single one of my streams every day, and I do stream daily. But after every stream on Twitch, I raid a smaller streamer. I usually send it to one of my friends like Dankin, Edgar, Scoots, Umbrella, and every raid is just such a wholesome experience. For those that don't know, that don't use Twitch, when you raid someone, it's when you're ending stream, you can send your entire stream to another streamer so they can all go watch and have fun on the other stream while you're going to sleep or jerking off, whatever you're doing. So I like to do these raids to smaller streamers, and like I always say, most things on the internet boil down to getting lucky. All of my shit came down to getting lucky, and you could of course make counter arguments like there's a level of hard work that goes into some shit, but at the end of the day, you could be the most talented person on the planet. Jesus Christ could come back down to earth and have 0 subscribers on YouTube and 5 followers on Twitch. It comes down to just getting lucky to a certain extent. I got lucky, so I'd like to try and pay that forward and help out in whatever way I can to smaller streamers that want to follow their dreams. When I do these raids, it is such an incredibly wholesome and touching experience. It means the world to both the streamer and to me to see how supportive the community is during these raids. And I want to show you a couple of clips of some of these raids because you guys deserve all of the praise. You guys are the ones that stick around and show the streamer so much love. And it's just so touching to see it. Like, it really makes me super happy to see what a friendly community that you all are. Even the people you don't know. Like, you'll stick around in these streams after the raids for like 4 hours and just cheer on the person, encourage them. And to someone that's up and coming, and trust me, I've been there, that kind of encouragement is life-changing. Literally life-changing. The community, are changing lives. I'm not doing shit. I press a single button, and then I immediately go into a dark room and try and put myself into a hypnotic trance state, trying to remember my old cryptocurrency wallet passwords so I can get my old bitcoins back and sell all of that shit. But also, fuck Bitcoin. Bingus token is the future. Bingus token to the moon, baby. Amen. But what I'm trying to say is it's you guys that are the ones that are changing the lives. And I think you need to understand that, because you should be extremely proud of yourselves. I know I'm super proud of you, and I just wanted to show you a couple of these clips so you can see the kind of impact you've had on people's lives.
Again, if you came here just to support through Charlie, which is amazing, if you came here for 5 seconds, the one thing I ask of you from me, that to take from me, from what you see my face and my words, is to go out and take that positive energy and love and that happiness that we get from streamers every single day, like Charlie and everybody else that we love, you know, freaking the top to the top to the bottom of the bottom, whoever your favorite streamers are, all of ththose people, you take that love, please, and go show that to other people, okay? Because I really think that here on Twitch, bro, here on Twitch, we have the opportunity that a lot of people don't have, to share that love, to spread that love to other people. And I always said, if I was gonna be in a position of opportunity to share this one thing, what I think that I'm here on this earth for this one thing, it's to give other people a place to smile and forget about the garbage that they have to deal with every single day outside. So
again, that credit is falsely placed in me. It is you, the community, that deserves that. You were the ones that stuck around after the raid to show so much support. And I'd like to just share with you what happened as a result of all of your encouragement. You see, Drumbum is a very talented Apex streamer, and he's been trying to get into SOAR, trying to get their attention to prove that he could easily be in the professional realm of Apex. And I also agree with that as well. This guy's fucking slapping meat in Apex. He's nutty. But because he was a smaller streamer, he was never really able to get that attention. And thanks to all of you guys supporting him and really blowing him up during that raid, SOAR went into his stream. The actual organization of SOAR went into his stream, seeing his talent and recognizing that he's a good guy, and they have set up a talk time, a meeting. This all happened during the stream, and hopefully something great and big can come from that. And that's all because of you guys. Drumbum's dream was to be in SOAR, be a bigger streamer, and make it his full-time passion to follow it through. And thanks to the encouragement that you all have shown him, that very well could be a real possibility. And I just couldn't help but smile ear to ear for like hours. Because after this raid, typically I go and leave, like I said, but this one I stuck around for quite a while to see all of that unfold, because it was just such an incredible experience to see all of that happen. Just so many things happening from the goodness of all of you being so nice. And the point Drumbum makes about Twitch being entirely unique in the way that it's able to rapidly spread positivity couldn't be more true. Most of your like top 10 streamers don't do big raids to smaller streamers or anything, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not looking down on them for it or shaming them for it or anything like that. But Twitch is an entirely unique platform in the way that it's able to take a big audience and immediately put them onto someone else's content, literally just Amazon priming eyes directly to someone else's content, giving them a chance to really blow up. Another great example of this happening is back in Apex days as well. Dizzy was one of the top streamers on the platform during the time, and he, I believe it was random queued with a very small streamer named Nice Wig. And if you're familiar with Apex, you know how the rest of the story goes. Nice Wig, extremely talented player, played with Dizzy during that, and when Dizzy went offline, he raided Nice Wig. As a result, Nice Wig maintained a huge audience, and he has become one of the biggest Apex Legends streamers. And it's all thanks to that ability to spread generosity and positivity through just the simple click of a button, sending a raid to someone else. But stories like that wouldn't be possible without a kind, generous community behind them. And that's you guys. You're like fucking superheroes. And I do mean that. Not like ironically or anything. I really do mean that. I'd like to share with you one more. This comes from another streamer that, if you watch my streams, you're familiar with. His name is Cannoli. Rated him a few times. I think he's a great guy. Mainly a Rocket League savant. The guy is fucking nutty at Rocket League, but he's also an extremely wholesome guy. He made an entire video thanking the community. Again, it's misplaced saying thank you to me when it is you guys that really make the massive impact on these people's lives.
You know, supported me when I was actually pretty close to quitting streaming, and this guy comes in, and I could not be where I am today without your help. Like, you have infinitely grown my stream. Like, I went from 250 followers at the beginning of last year to all the way up to 3,400, and actually I'm almost at 4,000 now, which is fucking crazy. So I just want to say thank you for everything. You put a lot of faith in me, and because of that, I'm here where I am today, and I couldn't be happier with all the support, all the love, and that's why I really do want you to see this video. I don't know if you will.
I see everything, Cannoli. I see every time you've cheated in university on a test. I see it all. I cut this up a little bit, but it's an extremely wholesome thing that I think is misplaced. I don't think that the credit is mine. It is the community's. Again, he mentions how he was about to quit streaming, and now thanks to you guys showing him so much support recently, his streams have grown. He's happier from it because this is what he's wanted to do. That's not me. If I sent a bunch of assholes to this guy, he'd be like, fuck you, Charlie, and your community sucks ass. But he didn't, because you guys are an extremely supportive community of not just me, but literally everyone. You are super open to watching new people, learning about new people, and going in there with an open mind and open asshole and just like having fun. You know, a lot of communities are really closed off to that. You'll see, like, when someone raids someone, the whole community goes in there for 2 seconds to spam emotes and then they all leave. That doesn't happen during a raid here. You guys stick around. You encourage the streamer. Even if you've just got there, you're like, let's fucking go. Let's get in there. Let's have some fun. And that is so important. It means so much, again, to me and to the streamer. And I just wanted to make this whole video just patting you guys on the ass and telling you good game, because I love that. I love the community. You guys are just I'm super lucky to have this community, and I just wanted you all to know that I'm aware of how lucky that is, and I just wanted to really say thank you for it. It really does mean the world. So hopefully you guys now also see what kind of impact you guys can have on people's lives, and hopefully you're proud of yourselves too. And I just, again, want to say thank you. That's about it. So yeah. If I asked you to think of something beautiful, where's the first place your mind goes? Your significant other? Your favorite song? A piece of pizza? Big ol' anime titties? It's gonna be different for everyone. But for me, when I think of beauty, the first thing that pops into my little reptile brain is people coming together to call YouTube out on some dumb shit they've done. And good golly, I'll tell ya, it's been a beautiful 24 hours. I bet YouTube didn't see this coming. The meteorologist in the weather report said nothing about a 100% chance of diarrhea showers falling upon them. Over the last 24 hours, there's been a lot of YouTubers coming together to talk about a problem that was brought to light this week by Corey Kinshin. And just over the last 24 hours, it's been great to see people, you know, calling YouTube out on some of their shit. Even Io's really excited about it. She's all about, you know, YouTube being held accountable. As you can see, she was so fired up. She's coming over here to slap the shit out of the headphone cord. So, yeah, it's just been a big day, honestly. A big week, really, overall. Corey posted this video highlighting a major issue with YouTube at the moment and something that he'd been facing. And in response, a lot of YouTubers started making videos showing support, and as well as doing things to try and, you know, get some kind of response from YouTube, get some kind of answer. So far, still radio silence, but I just still think it's nice to see so much support for another creator on the platform. Now, Markiplier did something pretty unique and is starting somewhat of a trend with something called the Try Not to Get Age Restricted Challenge. Isn't that right, Io? So Markiplier posted this video where it's lightly poking fun at the policy that was being called out, where Markiplier is giving completely nude massages to women, and well, it's a game called Orc Massage. Mark himself wasn't giving the massages and happy endings or anything. At least I don't think so. I don't know if he does that in his off time or whatever. But the video is of a game where it is fully nude anime girls, and you play as an orc, and you like start like fucking playing their asses like bongos, and like there's nudity and shit. So Markiplier posted a video of that game, called it the Try Not to Get Age Restricted Challenge, obviously calling out this whole thing. And wow, unlucky, my power just went out. I guess those orc massages are so powerful they created the next biblical monsoon over my house here. But anyway, in response to Markiplier posting this video, YouTube got very petty. And that was remove him from their Game On segment, which Markiplier and his team had prepared a special thing for. And without warning, they just removed his whole section. And Markiplier went on Twitter talking about how upset he was. Io was distraught. You think she was mad slapping my cable? You should have seen her when Markiplier's section got cut. All hell was breaking loose. You know, it was like a fucking, like a plague had just been unleashed. You know, I didn't know much about cats until we got Io. I didn't realize they responded so heavily to injustice. They can smell it from miles away. I'll just quickly give a lore breakdown behind Game On. Game On was a big YouTube production. It was supposed to be a, you know, fun little event, a couple hours, a pretty big event in collaboration with a ton of other YouTube creators, and obviously Markiplier contributed to it. And YouTube allegedly didn't like Markiplier's most recent upload, so they took him over their knee and spanked his bottom. You know, gave him a firm pat on the keister to discipline him for misbehaving, and removed all of the hard work he and his team put into it. It was a pretty embarrassing look from YouTube to just inexplicably remove Markiplier from this segment, because he didn't even know it was coming. Right when the Game On section aired on YouTube, Markiplier made a tweet saying, "You're not ready for this." And fuck, was he right. No one was ready for that. They completely censored him. In fact, they still had him in the description with a timestamp of where his section was supposed to be, but when you went to it, it was something completely different. They just removed him. Markiplier posted a video today with the cut content, but obviously since it wasn't part of the entire performance, you don't actually get the full effect because he came up with an interactive game with his team that can't really be played the same way since it's now not part of the event. Overall, just a really douchey thing for YouTube to do here. I mean, this does prove to a lot of people there are human beings there, because no robot could be this petty. Like, that's a response I'd expect to see from a power-tripping Reddit mod who got their feelings hurt that someone called them out in something on the comments, and then they send like a passive-aggressive DM to them. Not behavior I would expect from a multi-billion-dollar company that has a stranglehold on video sharing. You know, this is just not professional. They didn't give an explanation to Mark. They didn't give an explanation to anyone. They didn't say anything about it. They just removed it. And they probably never will explain it. And that's something I want to briefly touch on. All of this effort to try and get more transparency or answers from YouTube always seems to be in vain. They just don't seem to have that capability. They just refuse to be transparent and explain things. Trying to get answers out of YouTube is like trying to milk a brown cow for chocolate milk. It just doesn't work. They just absolutely outright despise communication, it feels like. And that sucks because, you know, that's the Chemical X to the Powerpuff Girls formula here. If they could just explain things, their reputation would be doing a 180. People would feel like more comfortable and less fearful. There'd be less things up for speculation if they could just explain why they do some of the shit they do. You know, it just doesn't make sense why they're so against it. Because if someone like Markiplier, one of the biggest creators on the platform, and an amazing person who has always been deeply ingrained in the YouTube atmosphere, as well as working hand in hand with YouTube for so long, if he can be abused by the platform, what hope does everyone else have? You know? Like, he, of all people, is getting slapped by them. You know, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And after the Try Not to Get Age Restricted challenge Mark posted, JackSepticEye made one of his own. And JackSepticEye also made another video talking about the situation more in detail, but he followed Markiplier's trend of this age restriction thing. Once again, just shining light on this whole issue. Now, again, I don't know if this is ever going to lead to anything positive on YouTube's end. I'd like to think so, but I've completely lost faith that they'll actually ever be able to be transparent and explain shit. So, for now, I can just appreciate people coming together to support someone so deserving like Corey Kenshin. I just wanted to talk about this briefly because I think it's a great thing overall. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah. I know all of you already know this, but I can't stand public nuisance streamers, the absolute degenerate losers who go out into the world and film themselves just harassing random people. Basically, just pathetic worms that go out into the world and treat strangers like NPCs to spit on and use as props for their content. And one of the biggest goofballs in this category of content is named Johnny Somali, and he was just arrested in Japan, which is the most unsurprising news of all time. The only shocking thing about this story is that it hasn't happened sooner. Johnny Somali is a name you might have heard a couple of times over the last few months because he has said himself that he will do anything necessary to achieve clout, and the path he's chosen for that is to go to Japan and just harass everyone by spamming racist shit at them and a lot of deplorable garbage. It's a mystery how he hasn't been deported or killed. He actually flirted with death one time on stream not too long ago, actually, where he was barking up the wrong tree and was nearly sent to meet his maker.
Yeah, and what?
Just don't camera. All you have to say
don't
is
grab nothing. Oh.
Anonymous sent $3 Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima.
外国人同士喧嘩してんぞ、殴り合いめっちゃしてんぞ。金玉を殴り合いしてんぞ、外国人。
Absolutely beautiful haymaker delivered there, complete with like a Viking screech there, like a primal guttural yell as he delivers the most telegraphed hook I've ever seen in my life. But these two goobers didn't react to it at all. They just ate it like it was a bowl of cereal. And I also loved the timing of that donation because it played that Mario coin sound effect, so it actually felt like he had just got the coins beat out of him by this guy. And I love that we also have another camera angle here to capture the aftermath because they tried to play it off like it barely hit them, but you can actually see one of them pooled blood a little bit on the ground because they got knocked out, like briefly. So it's everything about that just felt amazing to watch. It's very hard to root for someone, you know, committing a public assault, but when they're instigating and the entire purpose for them being in Japan is to instigate conflict like this, it's hard not to at least pump your fist and cheer when they finally get what they deserve. And man, once again, very impressive delivery of this wallop. It was a wombo combo. He blasted both of them. Fucking Johnny Somali watched his friend get clobbered, and then he said, "Excuse me, what about second breakfast? May I have one? I want what he's having." And then he also gets blasted too. Like, he did nothing to prevent it at all. He just sat there and took it. On the camera angle where we can see what happened after they get dropped, and like all of their like belongings are scattered. I guess their fanny pack blew up when they fell over. It actually seems like they got the loot beat out of them in Diablo. Like when you defeat a mob and there's like loot left on the ground. That's what happened here. And they completely deserved it. They started that whole thing. That clapping really sums up this whole situation. When these two goofballs got dropped, everyone who witnessed it clapped. They celebrated. Like they had just watched their favorite sports team win a big game. They were happy to see them finally get dropped. Now, I'm not here just to go through memory lane of all of Johnny Somali's worst moments. There's plenty of videos that go over his history on why he's just an absolute degenerate loser. But he has now been arrested, and that's what I want to talk about because that is a huge W. That is long overdue. So he got arrested because he broke into a construction site on stream, and there's footage of him being arrested because he films everything that happens there because it's all content. And this might actually be the happiest moment of his life because he knows this is another article about to be written about him, which means maybe a couple extra viewers there to point and laugh at him like the clown he is. You can see his eyes light up. He is loving it. Having the handcuffs thrown on him, it's all being captured on stream. This is better than Christmas for him. He got the ultimate gift here. Santa Claus was real nice to him. And he got like a 72-hour ban on Kick, which was lifted, because obviously Kick doesn't ban anyone for fucking anything. Someone could go on Kick Live right now and execute a man in cold blood, and they'd probably just ban him for 24 hours and be like, well, he's probably learned his lesson by now. But anyway, even as Johnny was being arrested, he did not go quietly into the night. He made sure to deliver more high-quality, gut-busting comedy that he's become known for, by mentioning nuclear disasters. Because that's all he fucking says there. He mentions the nuclear bombs during World War II and the Fukushima nuclear power plant disaster as jokes. That's the joke he likes to make. He's literally just an edgy bot. There's barely even a brain left in his skull. He's just been programmed to say the most generic, edgy shit that he can muster up in order to jingle keys in front of his pathetic chat that supports him. So, As of right now, there's no new updates on the status of Johnny, whether he's still in custody or if he's even going to be allowed to stay in Japan. Hopefully, he won't be allowed to stay in Japan unless it's staying in a prison, because he's just been terrorizing Japan. And after months of documented evidence of his behavior and the deplorable shit he's done over there, I don't understand why they'd let him stay there with no problem at all. But I guess we'll see. I want to give you a bonus clip though, give you a little dessert here on top of all this, because there's another public nuisance streamer who just found himself in some hot water, with his life flashing before his eyes off of problems that he created for himself.
He's sitting right over fucking there and no one's paying attention. You know why? Because of racism. Yep. That's not funny.
Funny.
No.
It's very funny.
Why is that funny?
Because I said it's funny.
Alright. You, me, Central Park, tomorrow. Don't be late, motherfucker.
Do it now. Ain't no reason to wait. What happened? What happened?
Who could have possibly predicted this outcome? Are you trying to tell me a guy like this is a coward? Say it ain't so. I don't believe you. I don't believe what I'm seeing here. So full disclosure, I don't know who this guy is. It seems like he's just another one of those revolting ooze douchebags that just instigate conflict, but in this case, the person that he's starting all the hoopla with actually just calls him out on it, and he's like, alright, then we'll fucking fight. The streamer point blank challenges him, tells him to meet him in Central Park tomorrow. Obviously, he's being very vague on purpose because he has no plans of engaging in any kind of pugilistic combat here. And then when the stranger's like, no, why wait? We can just settle it now. Which is such a badass line, and the second he unzips his jacket, you can almost hear the streamer's heart skip a beat. He's getting palpitations, and fight or flight kicks in, and you know he's not fighting, so he just bolts out. I have no doubt that is the fastest he's ever run in his entire life.
Alright. I hope he doesn't chase me, because I don't want to fight him. Am I a pussy beta? Perhaps. But I don't know.
I'd legitimately feel bad for him if he wasn't such a scumbag. You can hear the size of realization where he comes to terms with actually just being a fucking loser. He couldn't even cobble together some kind of loose defense of his actions here. He goes, am I a pussy beta? Perhaps, but I don't know. Like, he's starting to get some self-realization here at the pathetic specimen that he's become. You can also tell from the chat what kind of community he's fostered over there, so not exactly someone to feel really bad for here. The only one to feel bad for is the guy that was being harassed, because he didn't even get the closure of being able to get a few good shots in on this fucking loser. But anyway, I just wanted to share all of this information with you. Great news with Johnny Somali being arrested. Great news with this guy having a very embarrassing clip of him being a coward come out. And yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. As I'm sure many of you are aware by now, the people that watch my videos are mainly women. According to the YouTube statistic, up to 9% of the audience that watches the shit I put out there is women. And now that's very different from the stream statistics, because my streams at twitch.tv/moistcritical are composed of 98% women who are all single and supermodels waiting for you. So feel free to stop by if you'd like to meet them and hang out in the streams. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, it's because I came across a TikTok account which does self-defense courses for women. And I posted a video yesterday about this douchebag that would go around harassing women in the streets and just being a general asshole to them. And I was thinking, you know, a lot of my audience is clearly women watching. Why not teach them, give them the tools to beat that guy's ass if they wanted to, or just beat the ass of anyone out there that's being a piece of shit? Now, while these techniques are marketed for women, I do think the men watching this could stand to benefit from using these. I really think that combo of spit into hand, slap, into jumping knee kick, into crouched beef stew fart on face is just a deadly combination that can be used by anyone of any gender on any assailant. Now, of course, it could be argued that it's not a fart and is a queef. I have no way of knowing whether she farted on the face or queefed on it. The jury's still out on which one it was. You can't really just eyeball it or tell by its sound profile. Science can't prove by its decibels whether or not it was a queef or a fart. So it could be either one. It's Schrodinger's blasted air. Whether it came from pussy or asshole, doesn't really matter, it's still going to be effective. So for men watching this, when you get to this step in the combo, just fart, blow some ass out. If you're a woman, you have a little bit more versatility here and you can choose. You can either fart or queef. It's entirely up to you. So it is a little bit better for women, but men can of course still use it using substitutes such as a fart as opposed to a queef. And then climbing on top of the person and giving them the Austin Powers judo chops over and over, anyone can really do that. So just a really impressive and effective maneuver all around. I'm not sure what martial arts discipline this technique comes from. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe from Taekwondo somewhere, like at a mall. But either way, it's going to get the job done. This combo right here, this is a beautiful like 8-hit combo. This is something you'd see in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Definitely make sure to practice this one at home before using it out in the real world. Now let's go ahead and see the next set of self-defense techniques to study. Now you will have noticed that there's a warning on this one from TikTok themselves. The actions in this video could result in serious injury or adverse health effects to your opponent. This would fuck somebody up for life. This is some forbidden jutsu type shit from Naruto. She's of course using her signature technique with the farty queef to the face, which is just devastating. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That right there is probably one of the strongest moves in all of karate and kung fu. Like, this is as good as hand-to-hand combat can get. And she's just sharing it for free on TikTok. And now I'm sharing it with you for free on YouTube. So this is again something you're going to need to practice. I think the hardest thing for most people when it comes to utilizing these techniques is of course going to get either the fart out or the queef, which is integral to the overall combination maneuver here. So as soon as you get control over your sphincters, I really think you're going to stand to benefit a lot from these. I wouldn't be surprised to see this being used by Conor McGregor in his next fight. This one is exceptionally impressive considering I'm pretty sure that was a wet fart, maybe even popped out a little shit on that one, which is even better. If you can shit on your opponent's face, you're not losing that fight. Who's gonna fight through fucking fecal matter expulsion right on their face? That's not happening. That right there is a mic drop. That's ending the fight on the spot. And then if you don't have pizza, this is obviously, this in particular here would only happen at like a pizza place, a Papa John's, probably a Pizza Hut. But let's say you're not at a pizza place to utilize the final finale there with the pizza slap. Just make sure to buy a pizza and just keep it in your pocket just in case. That time she got him with the machine gun farts right there, full autoed her asshole onto his face. There's like 16 parts to this series here. I'm not just gonna share the entire martial arts book here. But you get the idea. The main reason for this discipline of martial arts here, the main goal is to get the opponent to the ground so that way you can finish them off with a Mortal Kombat asshole fatality, just blasting ass on their face or queefing if you'd prefer. And that's pretty much the entire goal of this. People out there are going to think twice before harassing people in public, I think, because you never know who's been trained in karate by TikTok. It's just not worth taking the chance, so hopefully just having all of this knowledge out there is a deterrent for assholes who harass people in public, because they'll be afraid. They'll be sleeping in fear because of techniques like this. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with all of you because I thought it was interesting martial arts, if nothing else. And yeah, that's about it. See ya. Yeah, we can do Darman now. Sure, fuck it. It's been too long. Too goddamn long. Rude man humiliates elderly woman. He instantly regrets it. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That sounds wonderful.
It's such a beautiful sound.
The way you plucked three strings.
It's always been my dream to play. But now,
what instrument is that?
Finally. At the young age of 65. Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, I've always wanted to be an actress, and my very first audition, At the ripe old age of 61.
Hey.
Oh, but to be honest, I wonder if it's all a mistake. I mean, maybe I'm too old.
No, no such thing as too old.
That you're never too old to follow your
What do you mean? You're standing out in in the middle of nowhere, playing a harp. Doesn't seem like you're doing that well.
Excuse me, is this where the audition is?
Yeah, you're in the right place.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be auditioning for the role as a high school 16-year-old.
Oh, sorry. Moms and grandmas are not allowed.
I see.
I'm actually here to audition.
You realize the role is for a 9-year-old, correct?
Well, isn't it a little late in life to be pursuing your dream, Grandma?
I mean, this guy's just as old as she is, and he's a fucking casting director. Like, come on, aren't you a little old to be casting?
So you see, I never got to thank you for saving my baby's
This
life.
is so meta. They're
But I
auditioning
let
for a
me
Darman
off
video.
forever. Great.
Can you cry?
I can try.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Continue. I'll get the pepper spray if we need to speed this up, I suppose.
Okay.
Let's get some tears. Let's get some tears. What are we doing? Oh boy,
Wait, can I
you're
try
fired.
it again? I was just a little nervous.
Bye-bye. Do you have the sides?
Oh.
Of course, of course.
All right. Top of page 5.
Page 5, of course. Oh, right. This one's about losing my virginity. Okay. I hope my parents don't find this.
So you see,
Oh boy, I'm feeling it. Uh-oh.
I never got to thank you for saving my baby's life.
Best goddamn acting I've ever seen in my life.
You will never forget this.
That was incredible.
I used to give sub
Unbelievable.
Suke
Is this
in the
really your
prime
first time
Frock,
acting?
and resub
That was
Isaac,
one of the best
and
auditions
Toxic
I've
Waste.
ever seen.
Really? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Does this mean...
Have a nice day.
What? You can't be serious. Her performance was incredible.
She's old!
She
She's
nailed that.
but she's
She's exactly
old!
what we're looking for.
No, it isn't. If I wanted an old lady, I would have gone to a nursing home. She is ancient, and
Oh,
she
wow.
has no future in acting. I didn't get to where I am in life today by being a nice guy. So as I said before, have a nice day.
Alright. Now you come over here.
Stand over here.
You get the part, I don't
You're
care.
right.
Listen to me. Do you know what it's like for a 65-year-old woman trying to learn how to play an instrument for the very first
Well, you're not
time?
trying to learn. You're out in a parking space playing the instrument. You're going by feeling. Go home and watch some YouTube tutorials.
I got this.
This gave me a fun idea.
And I am not...
I want to start a show and just do like casting calls, but only take the worst fucking actors, but make it seem like we think they're good and just make whatever happens.
To keep chasing her dream of
Just to
being
see
an
where it
actor.
goes.
And then, over time, she ends up landing bigger and bigger roles. Which leads her to getting discovered by one of the top casting agents in the world.
Oh, wow. Then she wins an Oscar.
And then,
Darman
a couple years
Studios!
later, she happens to run into the casting agent from her first audition.
Well,
If it isn't Miss Oldilocks. Still want to be an actress? What, 2 Oscars? Not
gotta
impressed.
say, I am impressed. See, look, I know things didn't start off great for us, but why don't you come sign with me?
I'm sorry, but I've already signed with another agency. Good luck.
Hey, so,
You want to, like, go out?
why didn't you give up when I made fun of your age?
Well, I was going to give up. That you are never too old to follow your dreams. Have a good day.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, FaZe Rug! Yeah, FaZe Rug. Shy kid gets humiliated at school, and then does a 3 AM challenge with FaZe Rug and gets made fun of even more. What happens next isn't that shocking.
FaZe Rug!
Alright.
Today's video. Let's do it, baby. All right, here we go.
Good luck, chat. Oh, he's playing Fortnite. Let's get
Let's
it.
go play.
What, should we invite Ali?
He won't go. He's always glued to that thing.
Some kind of
Hey, loser,
computer or something.
Come with us. We're gonna go play a real sport.
Let's see.
Leave me alone, Brandon.
That's actually super nice for them to invite him. He's got FaZe
You're never
merch
gonna
on.
make
You
anything
can't
of your
lose
life.
with
You
FaZe
just
merch.
Sit here doing this all day.
My favorite YouTuber, FaZe Rug, he makes a killing from gaming on his channel. He's even got his own esports team,
What?
FaZe Clan.
No, it's
I
impossible.
to be part of it one day.
You're just a shy dork, so you'll never be successful.
The last thing you need to be successful on YouTube is a personality. You'll be fine, kid. Don't worry about it.
While you'll be waiting at the bus stop like a loser. I told you.
Yeah, driving the bus, dummy. You can get STDs from those seats. It's yucky. Oh, bad. Bus bad. Bus real bad. We don't like bus.
You're eating lunch all by yourself?
Well,
Isn't this a college? What do you mean, eating lunch by yourself?
friends.
Why are they in like a fucking middle school
Because you're staring at the
cafeteria?
screen all day. You're gonna have to get it. From the trash.
No!
Why'd you do that? Shouldn't be playing games anymore. Now get lost. I don't want anyone thinking we hang out with you. I can't believe I got stuck with the biggest dork in the world for my brother.
Oh, it's his brother. I thought they were roommates.
And I'm about to go ask her out.
Fuck yeah. No way, that's nuts. Yeah, oh god.
Don't you want a girlfriend?
No, what?
No girl is ever gonna date a guy that just plays video
No,
games.
girls,
That's
that
not true.
limits the
FaZe
amount of
Rug has
time
a
I can game.
Don't
Oh,
you
wow.
always just be a shy loser. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna get me a girlfriend. Maybe you should take some notes.
I believe in you, B-Rand. You're fucking cool. Let's go. Butt chug in the shower.
I tell you I'm getting a Porsche soon?
No, I didn't.
Pretty cool pickup line. Hello, lady. You like money? I will have some of that soon. What do you mean you don't want to have sex?
Just too shy to be like FaZe Rug. I never should have even.
FaZe Rug is gonna come parachuting in.
I'm sorry. Why are you having a bad day?
It's my brother. He thinks I'm a loser because oh my gosh. FaZe Rug!
No way!
Hey man, you were saying your brother thinks what?
I still can't believe it's you. This is insane.
It's like an angel!
You're the coolest guy ever. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll calm down.
Oh my god!
Because I'm also shy.
No!
Stop you from thinking I'm cool. Right?
That's not possible!
What?
You are shy? No way. That can't be possible.
Yeah, what? Doesn't make any sense.
A lot
Science.
of the best YouTubers are.
No, it doesn't work.
Just think of being shy as a superpower. It doesn't make you a loser.
Don't
It makes
do
you
that.
cool.
No, don't do that.
Wow.
Think of shyness as just something that you can work towards being better about.
You think I can make it as a YouTuber?
Taking steps to be less shy.
Of course, man. Good luck.
Okay, yeah. Take it easy, kid.
After meeting his
I'm gonna go back to
got the
I guess buying drugs behind the dumpster over here.
Finally start streaming. He starts his very first stream.
10K viewers right away.
Eventually, he starts getting really popular.
Oh shit! He's going nuts.
He gets so popular that he even gets noticed by none other than the
FaZe Rug!
Clan.
What the fuck is up?
He gets offered a contract to be a part of their team. Ali couldn't be happier.
But make sure to really read that contract. Some contracts that they gave had like 90% they could take of your earnings. So just make sure you have a lawyer look over that contract, Ali.
Can you take your dad's car?
Hey, whoa! What the fuck is that? God damn.
Wait, is that
Ali?
No way.
That's impossible. You play video games. You can't drive that. It's illegal.
Oh.
No, you can't have that.
I just picked it up this morning. You like it?
Do you mind giving us a ride to the mall? So we don't have to take the bus?
I would, but
I got FaZe Rug in the,
Hey, babe.
Oh, he stole his girl! Take that.
I just realized
he just like
being shy is a superpower.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got a date.
He unzips his pants and flops his cock out. Idiot.
I guess being shy doesn't make you a loser.
Who would have guessed? That's weird.
It actually makes you cool.
Well, let's not get carried away. Hey, Darman fam. Fuck yeah.
This message about being shy.
Nice, that was good. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Charlie Mukbangs His Friends. Today I'm joined by internet superstar celebrity CallMeCarson. Take the stage, Carson.
I wouldn't call myself that.
Today I will be mukbanging, as will Carson. I'm using classic Raisin Bran. Carson, do you know what Raisin Bran is? You seem like a young man.
I feel like most people know what Raisin Bran is.
I disagree. I think most people associate Raisin Bran with patients stuck in the geriatrics ward. Are you getting turned on by this ASMR of Raisin Bran falling in a paper bowl?
Not at all. I'm getting more turned on by this Texas toast, really.
I'm using Lactaid, Carson. Do you know why I'm using Lactaid milk?
No.
It's because I'm lactose intolerant. Alright, well, let's start the interview, Carson.
Okay.
We'll address the elephant in the room. The main reason Carson has joined me on the big stage is because he wanted a massive platform to finally silence the rumors.
I take shits like every day.
And there you have it, folks. Finally, we can put that rumor to bed.
This is awesome.
Do you hear the crunch?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
It's alright.
Do you prefer games or real life?
Games. They help me escape.
Well, that was sad, Carson. Why do you come on this show to make it sad?
No.
We're here to ask the fun questions. Do you masturbate?
Yeah.
My man!
Yeah, dude. So
that brings me to my next question. Why did you steal my board burgers joke with the wood-fired pizza?
That's not me stealing the board burgers joke.
That is you intruding on my copyright.
No, okay, listen. Board burgers is a classic joke on its own, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But that has to deal with burgers.
I see how you worked around that.
But wood-fired pizza, how's pizza gonna get a job now?
Alright, fair enough. Who ghost wrote that for you?
Been thinking about committing insurance fraud.
My man!
I've been thinking about it because I feel like you could just go to one insurance company, tell them you broke all your items when you didn't break all your items, and then go to a different insurance company and say the same thing, and then get money from both of them.
Are you gonna try it?
No.
I haven't taken a shit today.
Oh.
What is your favorite project you've ever been associated with in your time on the internet?
My U2s.
I was really hoping you'd say this mukbang, but that's fine.
There's different types of water, and there's definitely poisonous water out there.
Yeah, if Nestle gets to it, that's fair.
Yeah.
Do you keep up with the Nestle, what they do?
No.
Well, because Nestle, according to their CEO, believes that water is not a basic human right.
What?
Yeah.
Is this real?
Yeah, he did an interview. It's translated, so maybe the translations are off, but in the interview, his quote is, "Water is not a basic human right."
I mean, do what you're gonna do, Nestle CEO. Did you know I'm only 20?
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm 25, Carson, as you well know, I'm sure. And at this age, I can no longer sprint with comfort because my nutsack starts slapping my legs really hard and it wins me. So my body is already betraying itself from one of the most basic human features, like a simple jog, because my nutsack was like a chicken's chin.
Yeah.
It was absolutely brutal on me. So that's just something you have to look forward to, in case
I am looking forward to it.
Also, I don't know if you knew this about me though, Carson, but I have a pars defect in my L4.
Why did you overuse your lower spine?
You don't want to know the answer to that question, I'll tell you right now. You're only 20 years old, you're not ready to go down that route.
Alright, gotcha. I'm sorry, I had no idea what a pars defect was.
I understand if you think less of me now, or perhaps you even feel sympathy, but Carson, I'm working on getting it fixed.
How do you fix a pars defect in your L4?
Masturbate? Carson, who's your favorite porn star?
That's a good question. I mean, there's so many classics.
Name a few.
Nah, I'm more of an amateur porn guy myself.
Spoken like a man who doesn't do his thorough research on who he's busting to. I don't mean to offend you. I see you've taken notice, but I haven't taken a bite of cereal in a while, so this is kind of a lackluster mukbang. But the cereal's gotten soggy and my milk is very warm.
Positions like you're in right now.
You think I'm in a bad position?
Yeah, you're eating soggy cereal and you're talking to me.
Well then, jeez. Is there anything you'd like to ask me, Carson? Anything that you've been really wanting to know about the adventurous life of Charles?
Why is that?
My phone just ran out of space. Hold on. Intermission. Interlude. I guess this is a good time if you want to ask me about my creative process when it comes to making not game videos.
What's your creative process when making non-game videos?
I use my iPhone and I set it up on top of my toy trumpet case. Carson, what kind of phone do you have?
I have 2.
Whoa, look at Mr. Big Shot YouTuber over here. A burner phone and a main phone.
No. That's not at all what it is. Here, look. I got one for my hoes and one for my bitches.
Hey, that's my fucking boy. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I've made that joke at least 50 times.
And by that you mean it's a world first, world exclusive premiere here on the Mukbang.
Yeah.
Or what was once a mukbang.
Let me reiterate, I gotta say this again. I'm very straight. Okay? I am so heterosexual. It hurts.
I'm about to put that to the test real quick, Carson. You sit right there and don't look at my ass when I'm getting up. Oh, wow, when you take a peek at what I've got under the desk.
Is it cereal?
No, it's this.
Yeah, what about it?
How does it make you feel?
Nothing.
Well, Carson, I think we're about out of time then.
Okay. This was good. This was fun. I'm glad I got to not eat much.
Yeah, I didn't either. In the grand scheme of things, I ate maybe a normal bowl of cereal that a 9-year-old would consume and say it was a healthy dose.
Cool. Well,
would you like to shout out your channel, your Minecraft streams? Obviously, your YouTubes is right around the corner.
Yeah, I think you just did all that for me.
Beautiful. Well, thanks again, man. I'm sure you're all aware of this, but you only have one chance to make a good first impression. And if you fumble it, a bad first impression can haunt you for life. And, golly, I'm ashamed to say it, sports fans, but I just blew it when it comes to a very important first impression. Yesterday I posted this video announcing that I'm no longer exclusively streaming on Twitch, which is a bigger change than the time IHOP announced they'd be rebranding to IHOB, the International House of Burgers, instead of pancakes. This was a jaw-dropping change that shook the very foundation of our society as we know it. I announced in that video that I'd be trying YouTube streaming. I wanted to give that a whirl, take it for a trip around the block to see how it feels. And I even announced in that video that I'd be streaming that evening, about an hour after the video went live, just to dip my toes in the water and get my land legs about me to figure out how YouTube streaming works, because it's been so long, you know? It's not like riding a bike. You don't always remember. In fact, I totally fucking forgot how complicated running a YouTube live stream is, because it's very suboptimal in its design right now. Complicated, I don't think is the right word to describe it, because it's not like I had to go in here and code this son of a bitch myself or anything. I wasn't furiously banging away on my keyboard like an angry Neanderthal trying to get it to start. It's just the actual streaming dashboard I think is kind of messy, and a lot of the features that I know it has were pretty hard to locate. I had to go on like a goddamn treasure hunt to find it, like I was tracking down the One Piece. And for some reason, I got locked in like an actual war with the platform itself for a moment, where I would make changes to settings and then they'd immediately get flipped back to what they were previously. I had to change my stream title like 5 times, because every time I changed it, I would save and then it'd instantly go back to what my last stream was called 6 years ago. It's like, no. The title you had 6 years ago is so much better than this one, so we're keeping it and we don't care what you say. So I was stuck in a game of slap ass with YouTube streaming for a moment, just trying to get everything in working order to go live. And when I finally did, I ended up both forgetting a lot of things and messing a lot of things up, which led to a pretty sour first impression for people that have never tuned into one of my streams. So I just kind of want to do like a full debriefing here on everything that went wrong with my first YouTube live stream in 6 years. And rest assured, I have evolved. I've learned from this experience, so the next YouTube live streams will be fucking perfect. Absolute bangers with no flaws whatsoever. To prove it, tomorrow I'm going live Wednesday at 9 p.m. EST. And it's going to be the best goddamn stream this platform's ever seen. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I will promise you there won't be any more silly mistakes like the stream I did last night. Right away, it was made immediately clear to anyone that tuned into my stream that something was awry. because the stream was a little odd looking. Yeah, I know a lot of people came in there and probably questioned themselves like, damn, do I need to visit an optometrist to get my eyes checked? Why does this kind of look like asshole? Well, don't worry, I'll put your mind at ease. The reason that it didn't look amazing and pretty pixelated is because, like an absolute goober, I made the biggest rookie mistake possible. I accidentally locked my stream to a 720p max, meaning you couldn't even access high definition. I didn't even have 1080 turned on as an option. I took viewers on a journey through time to what videos used to look like back in fucking 2010, where everything just looked foggy and yucky. Which is, it's such an amateur mistake, I don't even know how I just forgot to turn on 1080. Like, Jesus Christ, it's 2023, that should just be on by default for dumb idiots like me that just forget it. But it's not fair of me to go around pointing fingers when it was me who drank the dummy juice and just forgot to turn on HD as an option. And it's not a change that I can make during the stream. I'd have to restart everything in order to put it to 1080, so at that point I'd already made my bed, so it was time to lie in it, and chat was not super happy with the quality of the video, understandably. So that was immediately the first thing that went wrong right off rip. It's something that I immediately dropped the ball on. But what's crazier is that's not even the first thing that went wrong. In fact, the very idea of the live stream did not go according to plan. So, I thought it'd be fun for the first YouTube live stream to do a short speed run that looked really hype and really fun. And I chose Jedi Survivor because it's a 25-minute speedrun. I fucking love speedrunning. I get super pumped about it. And they're always great streams when I do them, and I've done them on Twitch for many years. So I thought this would be a great target for just some light YouTube stream content in the late evening. So, that was the plan. I thought it would be a pretty low-key stream because, I mean, Jesus Christ, I started at 10:15 p.m. EST on a Monday night. And I'm pretty sure notifications didn't get sent out because you're only allowed a certain amount within a 24-hour time period, and I had already exceeded that. So I really thought it'd just be people trickling in just to check it out, and this whole stream for me was just testing everything, making sure I've got it all under control and handled, get my bearings about it before doing a bigger live stream later in the week. But it ended up being one of my bigger streams I've ever done. I was pleasantly surprised by how many people were excited to come tune in. Oh, and also, I forgot YouTube live streams have thumbnails. That's not something Twitch has. Usually it's just an auto-generated preview on a stream. YouTube allows you to do thumbnails, which I totally forgot about, which means that my thumbnail was a black screen. A lot of people came in and said, awesome thumbnail, it's just a black screen. And then it was a eureka moment where the light bulb flipped in my head and I realized, holy shit, I forgot that there's supposed to be a thumbnail. According to what chat was saying, I guess some people were just getting like the void and others were just getting a picture of Professor Sad. This guy, this goofball character I made in Dark Souls like 8-9 years ago. That's kind of hype if people were getting Professor Sad thumbnails out of nowhere like a jump scare, but apparently not everyone was. There was a lot of people that were just actually getting a black screen because I had forgotten to put a thumbnail. And I guess for some people, YouTube auto-generated a Professor Sad one, which is a little weird, or maybe that's something I had set like 6 years ago, or I don't really know. But regardless, things were out of whack right away. And like I said, I was pleasantly surprised to see so many people tune in to the stream. But then I got extremely embarrassed because that means a lot more people than I anticipated came in and started pointing and laughing at the clown that set the stream to 720p. They could immediately see my incompetence and I was ashamed. I had to try and reassure everyone that this doesn't usually happen. You know, I'm sure you've heard that excuse before, but this never happens. It just doesn't happen. Please, just take my word for it. It was an honest mistake, a very rare one. And what's crazy is we're only just getting started on the cacophony of disasters. The very idea of the stream, like I said, was to speedrun Jedi Survivor, which is a 25-minute speedrun. I anticipated it'd be like a 2.5 to 3 hour stream because I'm good at speedrunning, not to toot my own horn, but I consider myself the intergalactic warlord gaming champion of speedruns. And when a game is usually like a 20 to 25-minute speedrun, it usually means that'll take me like 2.5 to 3 hours to learn it and complete a run. That was not the case with Jedi Survivor. It ended up being one of the most difficult speedruns I've ever learned in my life. So the stream did not go 2.5 to 3 hours. It went 5 hours and 42 minutes, all the way till the ripe early evening hours, or early morning hours of 4:15 a.m. It took me 5 hours and 42 minutes to complete a single fucking run of Jedi Survivor. It was brutal. I think the content was great. Like, the speedrun itself was super hype, but I dreadfully underestimated how hard the run was and dreadfully overestimated how good I am at speedrunning. Now, I hope you've still got your seatbelts fastened here, because hold on tight, the ride's only just beginning. Another thing I had totally forgotten about were chat mods. There was only like 2 mods from 6 years ago that were there, you know, keeping law and order, keeping the streets safe here in the Charles YouTube chat. Now, by no means do I rule my stream chats with an iron fist or anything. Mods are basically there to get rid of spammers or bots or anything like that. So, unfortunately, I totally forgot that we were on the internet, and there's always going to be edgy weirdo losers that are going to spam some heinous shit, as well as bots doing that. So, needed mods to sweep up the trash there, and didn't have them. Which means the only other solution I could cook up was put the stream chat into slow mode, which would then make it easier to get rid of like bots and shit. And I didn't realize in slow mode you can actually set the time to be under a minute. So slow mode works by making sure users can only send 1 message per however many seconds that you dictate. I thought it was 1 by default without any wiggle room. For some reason, it didn't even register with me that I could just change it from 60 seconds down to something more reasonable like 10 seconds, and that would have absolutely still solved the problem. So I ended up keeping, for the entire 5.5 hours, the chat on slow mode, meaning people could only send 1 message every 60 seconds, which is obviously a horrible chatting experience. But I don't know what was going on. I was actually being blasted by some kind of solar flare stupid beam because I was finding the worst solutions to problems and forgetting the most basic shit. I guess I was just so nervous and so surprised by how many people turned up that I was just wobbling. Like, I don't know. I was treading water on, like, how I'm supposed to even handle the stream. It was like the first time I've ever streamed in my fucking life, I guess. Another thing that happened is, in order to read chat, I tried popping it out, but it wasn't looking that good, so I tried a different way of reading the chat, which is really primitive. I just zoomed in my upper monitor here to the chat and the chat alone. But what I didn't realize is, when I did that, I couldn't see the super chats or anyone joining as a channel member above the stream anymore. So I could only catch them if they were in the chat. And if anyone's ever watched my Twitch streams, you know I say thank you to every single person who subs or does bits or anything like that. Because, I mean, Jesus Christ, like, the least you can do is say thank you for someone's generosity. So I've always done that. And last night, I didn't really do that at all. Not because I was purposely ignoring people, but because since I zoomed in so much on that chat, I could literally only see it when it popped up scrolling through the stream chat and nowhere else. So I missed, like, fucking everything. So I want to give a legitimately sincere apology to everyone who was showing generosity that I just didn't even see. That's entirely my fault. Looking at the stream analytics, there was so much fucking generosity, I'm blown away. So a huge thank you for all of that, and a huge I'm sorry for not saying thank you in the moment. I just legitimately didn't see it. Overall though, I'd say my first YouTube livestream experiment here would be about mid on the tier list. There were just so many easily fixable mistakes that I will absolutely fix going forward. And I just think it was a good learning experience. I think the content was still great. I think it was still a heater of a stream. The speed run went hard, although there were a couple times where I'd end up banging my head against the same wall trying to get the trick to work for like an hour on certain tricks. But when I finally pull it off, I mean, is there any better feeling in the world? Spending an hour just miserably grinding a glitch until you finally get it to work? I mean, that's like winning the Super Bowl. Everyone gets excited for that. I still think the stream, like the content went well. It's just everything on the technical side did not. And also, reading the chat was still just as much fun here as it has been on Twitch. If you've never tuned into my streams, I'm always talking with and engaging with the people in chat. And I had just as much fun doing that on YouTube as I have on Twitch for the last 5 years. So, overall, I had fun. There's a lot to improve that I will improve. And I just kind of wanted to go over all of it. That's really about it. So yeah. Yesterday I posted a video showcasing my journey to pole dancing godhood. In this video you can see the genesis of a legend and the birth of a prodigy. But with this birth there's no amniotic fluid, just crusty dollar bills. And now I've truly ascended. I've purchased a stripper pole for my own house in order to practice forbidden jutsu. and I've come up with remarkable maneuvers. But in posting that video yesterday, I learned something. I'm not considered the cream supreme of pole dancing on YouTube. That title belongs to two men, Markiplier and JackSepticEye. So obviously I'm not going to take this shit lying down. I challenge you, Markiplier and JackSepticEye, to face me in the pole dancing Thunderdome. Do you have what it takes? Are you man enough to spread your cheeks on the stripper pole? Because I know I am. Let me introduce you to my signature move, the spinning goatsy.
Here, hold on, I'm gonna spin you.
Oh, my ankle, hold on.
Come on. The spinning goatee.
Spin, give me like a big, oh my god, I'm moving.
Oh yeah, you're moving by yourself. On a real pole, you'd be going 100 miles per hour right now.
Yeah, give me a bigger spin.
All right, I'm gonna get you a few twists. Ooh, nice.
Make sure to really get it on my ass.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so dizzy. You tinkle in your britches a little bit? Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd be afraid too. I'm Leonardo da Vinci, and the pole is my canvas. I can do things on it that most human beings can't even imagine. And I'm ready for war. I'm 15 hungry crocodiles, and I'm ready to eat some ass. Are you? Good evening, everyone. Tonight we've got a special mission. Who here knows how to solve this motherfucker? Please raise your hand and come to the front of the classroom because I require your assistance badly. Your record is 7 seconds. Okay, I require your expertise here. Fucking X-Men of Rubik's Cube solving. I'm as sad as you are, Tetra. I want this solved. Please, before my dog has a heart attack from the sadness. I don't need a guide. We're gonna do this together. Twitch presents helping a fucking Cro-Magnon solve a Rubik's Cube. That's tonight's mission. Twitch, you remember Twitch plays Pokemon? That's this, but with an even stupider interface. Which is me. God, I'm getting a bunch of different fucking formulas tossed at me like it's middle school math class again. How close am I? Am I 2 moves away from checkmate? Next step. Do I shove it in my asshole next and it'll come out fully solved? Flop your dick on it, that might do it. Maybe that's the step I'm missing. Call on Discord? No, we're doing this through chat. This is what Twitch was fucking made for. Please submit your professional cubing resumes. That looks like something. D, L2, B2, L2, R2, F2, R2, U2, R2, DUB. What is that, like the Konami code of Rubik's cubing? What's that cheat code? Good luck. Oh, you type in what you have and it solves it for you? No, we're doing this the old-fashioned way. The way our fathers and grandfathers solved these with Twitch chat. The way God intended. I'm not cheating with Discord and I'm not cheating with the website. We're going to solve this the old-fashioned way, raw and no rubber. What the fuck do I do with this piece of shit from here? I understand I need to move the corners. I don't know the algorithm to move these corners efficiently. So I'm sitting here with my soft dick in my hand and Rubik's Cube in the other, and nothing to do because no one's giving me the correct algorithms. Do you see the conundrum? I'm able to deduce that perhaps the white cross is not where it needs to be. However, I don't know how to put it where you're telling me to put it. Please, give me the steps. Thank you. Up. What the fuck is... Where are you at, Obake? You're the one that strikes me as a connoisseur here. A virtuoso, a savant of cubing. Which side is facing me? Which side should be facing me? Red facing me. Okay, so left, up. I forgot what was it, left prime? I don't know what the fuck jump it means. Jesus, I'm not gonna fucking kickflip my Rubik's Cube. These terms, they mean nothing to me. No scope it. 360 pickaxe. I'm gonna fucking solve this. We've got this, boys and girls. And we're not taking the easy way out. We're doing it the hardest way possible. This is like sitting in a classroom and having every single student all at once tell you to do something. And it's all something different. And then you figure it out eventually. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be fat. Twitch history. Plot twist: Obake doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, that'd be the hardest pill to swallow of 2018. Oh, that'd be an awful plot development. Right prime, left up prime, down Optimus Prime, Autobots, rollout. We'll give that a try, if Obake corroborates that. Lochner, I don't believe in the universal solving algorithm. However, if I fuck this up again, please send me that. I'd like to try that. I'll put it to the test. Okay, so up, right, up prime, right prime. Got it. I did a pair! I did a pair! You heard, Obake. That's my first step to becoming a man. Putting some hair right on my ball sack. There's plenty of hair down there, but you could always use more. We got our first pair, baby. A nice pair of lesbians out here. What's next? How do I get another pair? A 2 pair. I'm going for the whole pot. I've got it. Face red. I'm facing red! I'm looking at red. Staring right up this fucking prolapse. Up prime. Left. Alright. Now what? No! Oh god, don't use that? Oh, Jesus. So then... up. Left. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. I had to do left and up. Oh, you're right. Oh my god, I reversed it. Oh, I reversed it. Okay. Okay. What did I just do then? I did... Okay, so the left needs to go up. This needs to go back. Alright, and now this needs to go down. And this needs to go back. We're back. We're back. We're back. This is where we were at? You actually solved it? Don't... Obake, you need to be quicker on the draw. I will make no more mistakes. This will be flawless from here on out. As quickly as Obake gives me the intel, I'm going to execute command perfectly. L is facing you. What? What does that mean? Hit me with more, I can handle it. Up prime, I like it. I like where our head's at. Bang. We're going to solve this, baby. What do you mean other way? We are right fucking there, baby. Don't take your hands off your wieners just yet. Where are you, Obake? Don't tell me you already went into cardiac arrest. Alright, we're good, we're good. I'm listening, Obake. I'm all fucking ears, man. What was the next step? I need the next fucking step. I need it! Jesus Christ, I'll never get hard again without it. What was the next step? I don't believe you that he said L prime. Not until it comes out of his own ass. I need to smell the fart to know it's his. Another slow turn. Like I'm Indiana Jones in an unfamiliar area. That's right prime. Right? Oh my god. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. You've thrown a monkey wrench into my gears. You threw a monkey wrench into my gears. This is right prime, right? No. Yeah, that's the right way. Alright, beginner's method sounds fantastic to me. I'm not exactly like the fucking raid boss of cubing or anything. I'll settle for the beginner's method. Stop on blue okay, blue facing me. Got it. Blue, me. Let's go on a date. Where are we going? What restaurant are you taking us to? Up prime? Right prime? Where are we going? What does it mean, do F? Do I clockwise rotate the front? I just turn the front. This seems scary. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Swagger Souls. Okay, it's good. Well, that's good to hear. I can follow instructions to a 3rd grade level. Oh, someone's trying to throw me off with Obake 3K, but you're not subbed. Didn't fucking work now, did it, pussy boy? I almost fucking fell for it, too. Gotta charge a laptop? Obake! This is not the fucking time! You come into the Rubik's Cube stream knowing full well that you're going to be here a long time teaching me. You need to have your shit charged. That's very unprofessional. I'm becoming of a big cuber. Jesus. What a time. Oh, that was quick. Alright, good. What's next? Up. God, I feel like a fucking mad scientist with unstable chemicals with every fucking turn. Like I'm defusing a bomb and shit. Alright, up complete. Left. Oh, that's not the same, Obake. You almost fucking got me. Oh, you sly little pussy boy. You thought you could put 2 fists in my butthole, but you could only fit 1. Get you every time. Left prime. God, my fucking brain's shutting down. Left prime. Okay, away from me. Fucking executable file in my brain. It stopped responding. No, it's towards me. Yeah, you're right, it's towards me. No, wait. Oh, God! Ah, which way is it? Hands of a clock. Special anime move. Left prime. Okay, I was right the first time. We're back. We had a Microsoft reboot. Alright, we're in it. D prime. That's like when the coach calls like the go for it on 4th down play. Or like a fake field goal for the win. D prime. I need a fucking towel and some Gatorade. Jesus Christ. Alright. Take it slow. Got it. D prime complete. Blue facing UL. I need to see it from Obake. He's had 1 second. Give this man a breather, god damn it. We're at the end. This is when we buckle down. We have a group hug in the shower and we say, "This is our time for the championship, baby." Oh god, the whole formula again. Alright. I can handle it. I'm a big fucking boy. I can handle my math formulas. Blue side. Right prime. D prime. Right. D. Oh, it's coming along so beautifully. Come on, baby. Come on, take her home. What's next, Obake? What's next? I'm getting really fucking concerned. Alright, right prime. D prime. Right. D. Alright. Once more. Right prime. D prime. Right. D. I'd like to take a moment to thank my friends and my family for getting me to this moment. And my sensei, Obake-san. Oh god, yes! Fuck! My first Rubik's Cube solve. Oh my lord, I'm gonna go jerk off into my toilet. Yes! Oh. Last night was a big night for Twitch, perhaps one of the biggest nights on Twitch. They could have the fucking presidential election on Twitch and it would pale in comparison to what we accomplished last night. Last night, hosted my first ever Twitch viewer talent show with my co-host Jackson, but it wasn't just us. We had an entire council with a keen eye for talent, and the entire chat was voting on the winner. Winner gets $500 for the best talent, and we saw a wide array of skills and abilities on display. It was a lot of fun, so if you're interested in competing or watching, probably going to be something we do a little more often at twitch.tv/moistcritical. Here's some of the highlights from our first one. What do you mean Tom Hanks has coronavirus? What?
No, he doesn't.
That's gonna be his talent. He just comes in here to tell us coronavirus facts. Oh wow, yeah, no, Tom Hanks says he has coronavirus.
Maybe this is a publicity stunt for his next movie.
The talent show's off. We have to support Tom Hanks. Interestingly enough, I just looked at Aaron's name in this Discord. Weil E. Shitterman.
I have actually never done a talent show.
I've
never seen one.
I did a talent show 1 year and regretted it big time.
What did you do?
Well, I was in like 4th grade and I brought in action figures and put on a show.
Well, yeah, that's sad.
Like some of the easy ones, like Yoda and Arnold and stuff like that. Should I start with my Arnold?
Jackson, what do you think?
Tom Hanks.
Oh,
cannot do Tom Hanks.
What about Tom Hanks post-coronavirus? It's probably just a bunch of coughing.
I'll get to the shop. I'll be back. Is that okay?
Jackson, what do you think?
I think there's definitely room for improvement, but I was impressed by the sound effects.
Yeah, it was very guttural.
When you said Arnold, I thought you meant Arnold from Hey Arnold, the character from Hey Arnold. So I was a little bit disappointed.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Jackson,
All right,
you're a
I'm
Star
all
Wars
in.
fan.
I'm all in. That was perfect. I feel like Frank Oz has just joined us. That was beautiful.
Ah.
Hello. I play guitar.
All right, hit us.
All right. I'm just gonna hit you with a couple blues riffs, I guess.
Sounds good.
All right. Shit. Fucking really nervous. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous. Shut up.
Hey, it's okay. You can do it. I believe in you, Evan. Is that something that actually exists? Can women have multiple beans?
I'm sure there's like mutations that can occur, yeah.
Yeah, because you see people with 3 tits, so you would assume that it's possible.
I've never seen someone with 3 tits in my life. That would be a talent worthy of this show. I got one.
Yeah,
we can do. Do you know any Foo Fighters?
I know it's a C minor apparently, and A minor, a B, and then an F minor.
Oh yeah, just need Dave Grohl
Or a
in
sharp
here.
minor. So. Yeah. Is this it?
I haven't heard the song.
Oh my god! What the fuck did you make him do it?
You son of a bitch.
Honestly, it sounded like it could have been. So yeah,
Yeah, that sounded like a song.
Yeah, that sounded about right. What will you be performing?
What do you have to perform?
Well, you see, I'm going to be juggling.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
So we're just going to listen for the sound of the balls hitting your hand, I suppose?
So I'll start right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to start off with the classic 3 balls. Up they go.
I can see it.
Oh.
Okay, I got a bowling ball now.
Oh,
what? A bowling ball?
Jesus.
Oh.
Jackson, is
My
he going
assistant
behind the
just gave me
back?
another one.
What is this?
Oh.
Is that a chainsaw right here?
I just did a standing.
My talent is that I'm a man that can squirt.
Well, fuck, I want to see that.
Yeah,
Wait, no, that's
Jesus.
just pissing and coming. That's not...
Well, I've never been able to piss and cum at the same time. It's always one or the other for me.
Just what? Does your cum just dribble out pathetically?
Do you piss your cum out? What are you talking about?
No, but it doesn't just dribble out. It kind of squirts out.
Well, yeah, but that's not pissing. That's just coming.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's still squirting. You're still squirting
it's not.
cum.
Squirt is a totally different substance.
What, so squirting is just pissing? Is that what you're saying?
No, Jesus, you bigot. No, it's been scientifically proven that squirt is different from urine.
Is it actually? Because I always just assumed that it was piss.
No.
I thought it was just women with bad bladders who couldn't hold on.
Well, yeah, those are called liars, but there's actual squirters, too. Where it's like
so what is a magical substance?
It's like a combination fluid, like a holy elixir of urine and cum.
I can make different sounds. Like I make a... Sorry. I can make different sounds, like...
Whoa!
What sound would you call that?
It's a clicking of the tongue, and then I have also the Jetsons car, you know? Hold on, 1 second.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I'm hearing multiple tones in that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
boy.
like that's
Yeah,
like
that's
one of those
good.
bowerbirds or something when they present themselves.
Then
to
also,
their mate.
I have a bird call. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
Ooh, eerily similar to the Jetsons mobile.
Yeah, but it has that little ending.
Yeah, the trill. Yeah, I noticed the
Yeah,
trill.
exactly.
So far, Jackson, we've seen a wide array of skills on display tonight. It's going to be hard to figure out who's taking home the $500.
Yeah, extremely hard considering they've all left and we've got no one.
That's not true.
We've got no one in the winners' corner yet.
The guy who made the Jetson sound is in there right now.
Oh, yay! He found his way there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All I can do is like a pretty good Kermit impression, really good villager impression.
I better yet, give us like a news report for the coronavirus spread. Make it like really dire. I want to hear like panic in Kermit's voice.
Okay.
Okay, well, me and this piggy were held up in a quarantine zone in Italy, and it's all fucking gone to shit, man. I don't know what to do, and I'm very scared.
Is that the whole report? That doesn't really inform the public. It's just Kermit being
Stay
afraid.
inside.
There we go. That's better. What was what was the villager one?
Yeah, I can. You want me to do that one?
Yeah, hit us with a freestyle from Villager.
I'm hoping you'll be able to hear this. I'm playing guitar. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it.
Okay.
I'm afraid we can't hear anything.
That's the beauty of it, Jackson. It's avant-garde. Air guitar. It might be it.
Can you actually hear?
Nope.
Can he hear us?
I don't think so, because I think he's still strumming away.
So my dad and I like to mess around a lot, okay?
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't?
So we would tussle around a lot, and he always thought it was pretty funny to bite me on the neck.
As fathers are known to do, yes.
I can do a good Vegeta and a good Macho Man and a Joker laugh for the end.
You got some stiff competition on Macho Man, I'll tell you what.
I know, I heard that one guy who's crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
Wait, you think he was better than what you can do? Because if so, you can just skip your Macho Man impression.
I'm pretty sure I think I'm the best. All right.
Yeah, let's start there. So if it sucks ass, we can just go up from there.
All right.
Ooh, yeah, snap into a Slim Jim. Are you gonna step into the ring with the Macho Man? Oh, yeah, I remember Hulk Hogan, back when the Mega Powers were bonded, yeah. You made a lot of promises to the Macho Man, didn't you? Promises that you didn't keep.
How was that?
Well, in comparison to the last guy, it was like I was talking to the real spirit of Macho Man.
All right. You remember when Bobby took control of him?
I could never
How
forget.
could we forget?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. My favorite part. All right, I'll do that one.
No, get out of my head! I already told you, I will not be distracted from this anymore. I won't. It will take more than head games to stop me. You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps. His pride!
Wow, you chose a beautiful line from Vegeta, one of my favorites.
That was lovely.
Yes. I can piss my pants. That may be my favorite talent yet. I'm fucking hype. Man just hops in the car and pees himself.
Looking all around, just your thing. Take that side! I really want a real...
I don't know, I can't speak for Jackson, but that sounds like it's going right to top 8 to me.
I guess I can sing. They just let me in.
Oh, we have our first singer of the night. This is a big
Yay.
responsibility here.
I personally like Heaven's Divide, so I'm gonna try. Oh, the chat's going crazy. I'm sorry. Okay, let me try and calm myself down.
No worries, I've never
Take
heard
your
the
time.
song, so it's going to be the best rendition of the song I've ever heard.
Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heaven's divide. I'm very sorry.
No,
you did great.
Yeah,
it would be absolutely nerve-wracking coming in here in front of a lot of people. So
Yeah.
everyone
Thank
that's
you very
performed
much.
tonight.
And if nothing else, you now have an
That's great.
army of simps in the chat.
Oh, yes.
I've got a story I can read.
Well, yeah,
so your talent
do
is
whatever
reading?
your talent is. Yeah.
All right. The name of this story is Butt Boy Supreme by Anonymous.
One of my favorites.
After a few moments of playing around with it, Samuel let out a small gasp. He had unlocked the door. He slowly turns the doorknob. As he opened the door, the smell of GameCube became louder and prouder, but something was off. Samuel slowly heads through the doorway, every agonizing step, the feeling getting worse and worse. There it was, the source of Samuel's worries. There he saw, chained to the wall, a poor, innocent GameCube. Yeah, no, I can stop here if you'd like.
Yeah, the story sucks ass. It is a waste of your
yes.
vocal talents.
But your voice is incredible. Very soothing.
You sound like as if Adam Driver was a cartoon scientist supervillain. It is beautiful.
Even his laugh.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I was going for. Yeah, no.
That is great.
As soon as you
work.
started talking and reading the story, it started raining outside, and I felt a peace wash over me.
I play clarinet, but don't have it. Well, yeah. Well, probably won't get very far with that then, huh?
We'll take your word for it. Oh, is this a double performance? We have two individuals in here.
This gentleman here has offered to do backup vocals.
That's jeez, it's
I
a
was like,
full
you know
scale
what?
performance.
Yeah,
She's brought a whole team in.
If you think it'll get me to like first place, fucking go for it.
I actually know your backup vocalist. That's J-Mac of Smash fame.
No, don't. I'm the suspect. Oh, shit. It's okay. We're gonna do this. I'm only gonna do about 2 parts, and then she's good. She can go through.
Okay. So I had maybe 5 minutes to like get my shit together.
Optimal.
So
I had less than that.
I don't even think she invited you here, J-Mac. Yeah.
Myself. I'm Kaylee. Hello, I'm 21. I'm a self-taught singer, guitar player, and ukulele player. Inside, I guess I should stop thinking about you all the time. Yes, kill it. Maybe this is what I needed. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe I've been blind to reality. Baby, dude, the backup vocals make it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that J-Mac harmonica fart was wild. I didn't mean to interrupt.
That is it all in my head. Oh. Alright, that was the chorus.
That was great. There was a person spamming they can sing and play guitar endlessly, and now they haven't said a word since you came in, so you really scared them.
This is, you're too talented for this show. I think you need to move on.
Well, Jackson, I'll be honest, I didn't expect any real talent.
Yeah, that's over and done with, I guess.
Alright, bring in the guy that can laugh like SpongeBob. Hello, everyone, I sound like a pedophile. Wow. Back to the real talent.
I'm a former sex offender.
What the hell?
Oh, is that you, Makashi? Are you the former sex offender?
Yeah, it is me. Oh, no.
I'm here to play the melodica for you.
Ah, that's a great instrument.
Or sing, whichever you prefer.
Let's do the melodica.
Both.
Alright. If it's not good, then I can definitely sing.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Halo theme, Jackson.
Uh-oh, I fucked it up.
Oh,
Hold
Master
up.
Chief's dead. Well, you saved it.
Oh, fuck, damn it. I'm dropping the ball here, boys.
It's alright, we're getting a big tour of the video game soundtrack.
Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
He's playing my funeral.
Uh-oh.
Oh, please.
Oh, whoa.
Jack Sparrow.
Good lord. He's coming.
That's the one.
Visited.
These ancient river beds, see where all the follies led, down by the water, down by the old main track.
Yeah.
You have a great voice.
That was solid.
Yeah. I'll make you okay, drive them away, the images stuck in your head. There you go.
Solid. Yeah.
Very nice.
I mean, yeah, nothing more to say about that. Just good.
I can play one song on guitar
Ooh,
right now.
That's all we'll need.
Yeah.
Ooh, it sounds like that elevator music. Ooh.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, a bit of country blues to kiss your sister to.
Yeah.
It sounds like that music that loops during construction simulator games.
Oh yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
You can make a fortune.
Yeah.
It really does sound like cold hold music. I feel like I'm on the line to like a Verizon or something.
Yeah, I feel like I've scrolled through Facebook and I'm learning about anti-vax facts.
It's like a bad Kickstarter.
Yeah, Kickstarter background.
I mean, you're definitely talented. It sounds like you are talented.
Yeah, you were able to both insult the song you were playing and continue playing it.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. I can do this.
All right, I got a little Gary Come Home cover for you guys. So.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Prepare the tissues. Yeah, classic. Gary, now I know I was wrong. I messed up and now you're gone. Gary, I'm sorry I neglected you. Oh, I never expected you to run away and leave me feeling this empty. Your meow right now would sound like music to me. Please come home 'cause I miss you, Gary. There you go.
Bravo, bravo. Woo! That was that washed the sour taste of Cowboy Bebop right out of my mouth.
I tell you what, yeah, that was a palate cleanser and a half.
We've talked about this on the podcast. I can't do impressions.
No, but what's your best one? Everyone does impressions.
No one does it. No, not everyone does impressions. That's what I'm telling you. Don't make me do it. Yeah, all right. What do you do? I remember yours, Mr. Squidward.
No, not just.
Yes, that was yours.
Yes, that was one. That's Plankton, by the way. And yes, that's one of my impressions, but it's not my best.
Fine, I'll do an impression of Plankton, Mr. Squidward.
You're stealing my impression. That's cheating.
No.
Yes, that's
In fact, I believe I did it better.
No, I don't think so. See, I do a pretty spot-on impression of Scooby-Doo. I suck at impressions, but I still like to practice.
Ruh-roh.
No, that's Jesus. You need to be. Oh, Raggy.
Okay, all right, that's pretty good. I'll give you that.
Now, what's your best impression?
I can't do impressions. I can't manipulate my voice in any conceivable way. I've tried. It always just comes out squeaky.
You just have to really get into character.
Let me play among the stars. Let me see if spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
Chase, you'd like to constantly surprise me. Like out of nowhere, you'll have like all of these talents at like multiple different things. Solid stuff.
Oh. Well,
it was very beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Give me a line.
Wow, Scoob. You could be.
Wow, Scoob.
No, that's not what Shaggy sounds like.
Wow, Scoob.
Jesus Christ. You sound like that kind of dude that goes around the park in the trench coat and flashes kids. Come on, just get.
Whoa, jeez.
You need to really. You're not trying.
All right, wait. Let me get into position. Maybe it's all about the body posture.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What's it, Joyce, Scoob? that one felt good.
It sounded good, Jackson. Now, you see, anyone can do impressions when they're in the right position.
Yeah, if you just arch your back forward, it comes out naturally. Well, Zoink, I can't even get the sentence.
Oh, you're really getting in there.
I'll take my $500 now.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard, move over. We got a new Shaggy VO out here.
Take a long. Oh fuck! Run, last
The timing truly couldn't have been worse. That was the audience heckling.
All right, that's it.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Have you heard of Tay Zonde?
Oh no, you're good.
That reminded me.
I have heard of Tay Zonde.
Yeah, you sound a lot like. Are you Tay Zonde?
Actually, you do.
Yeah.
I could be.
Yeah, that is.
I could be. I don't know.
You should have done Chocolate Rain.
A baby born will die before the sin chocolate rain. The school books say it can't be here again. Chocolate rain.
Oh my god.
All right, that's about it.
Alert the presses! We found him again.
He's back on the internet.
Oh my god!
It's been sighted.
Can you sing it all, Jackson?
Can you leave me alone? I'm here to host. God damn it. There was no. This is not in my contract. You never said I had to perform a talent.
I'm just asking.
Can you sing?
Well, I certainly.
Well,
don't think
2019
so.
guy wouldn't. It wouldn't seem so. You want to give me attitude, you son of a bitch?
Gary, I'm sorry I neglected you. Oh, I never expected you to run away and leave me feeling this empty.
Not a problem in sight, full of delight, or at least that's what I'm told.
All right, J-Mac, bring in the Jar Jar Binks impressions. Let's hear it.
You're gonna be so impressed. Okay,
Mm.
enjoy.
Say if you're gonna hear something for a second, don't be alarmed. Ignore that.
This guy's got a whole radio show with his impression.
It's fucking Jar Jar time. Here we go.
Alrighty.
2, 3, 4.
Jar Binks, Jar Binks, Jar Binks,
It's like the Daft Punk of Jar Jar.
This is perfect.
Oh, shit.
Jar Jar Binks.
That was perfect. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Great work. That's not what I expected when they said there was going to be a person doing a Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, that's
performance, so-
that's. Oh,
Jesus. I'm so impressed, you two. That was perfect.
yeah, wow. That needs to be like some kind of big Jar Jar collab. I don't even know how you fucking choose from that.
Maybe.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome back. Hit us with your set.
Thank you. Alright, alright. This one I'll try to take a little slower, because I know that might have been an issue in the past. I tried to throw away a trash bag once. I got very confused.
The deep sigh after it completed it.
There's a Jar Jar in my closet.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think this one's kind of a landslide for the Binks brothers.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, unless there's a last-minute rally here, Kaylee's in second place, but by 400 votes behind.
All super talented individuals, by the way.
Yeah, I think you guys have taken this one officially now. But Jackson was Jackson wanted to extend consolation prizes to second, third, and fourth. Jackson, would you like to make an announcement?
It was the Jar Jar brothers, Kaylee, Big Joe, and Skibidi, right?
Yeah. Today I wanted to do something I haven't done in a long time. I wanted to take your hand and I wanted to kiss it. A big sloppy wet one. I wanted to tickle your skin with my 2-week untrimmed mustache and just give you a huge thank you. The channel just hit 6 million subscribers, which is an unreal number to think about. And I've never been someone that celebrates milestones like this, because I've just never really cared about subs or view count or anything like that. I've never concerned myself with numbers like that, but recently things have just been super wild on YouTube and on the Twitch streams for me. And I'll be honest, I've been getting a little emotional. Sometimes I'll just lie in bed, tears in my eyes, smile on my face, dick in my hands, and I'll bust an emotional nut. So I really just wanted to make this video where I put my ass on this toilet seat and drop some real shit. I wanted to give all of you a massive thank you to everyone that watches the content I put out there. It means the world to me. I recognize that it's an extremely lucky situation, and I can't even put into words my gratitude for everyone that supports the content I make. So just a huge thank you. To celebrate, I thought it'd be appropriate if we lit Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle first. Kind of like a little seance here, summoning Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina. And then, of course, can't have her vagina without the orgasm, so we'll light this one as well. Now, I'm not lighting these candles for me. I'm lighting them for all of you. Because it's a team effort. We did this together. My dogs stormed in here because I think they were worried that they smelled a rotting corpse up here, but it's just Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina. But anyway, every number that makes up that 6 million represents a person. Just like every smell here represents a part of Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy. And as the sorcerer of smells when it comes to Gwyneth Paltrow's beef curtains, I can tell you for sure, it's all connected. Now, I'm not trying to go full Socrates on you or anything, but let me just say, life is like Gwyneth's vagina. Everyone's gonna smell something different. When you get this strong aroma flooding your senses, a full assault on all the senses from this magnificent fragrance, everyone's going to experience something different. But I can tell you for sure it's always going to be special. When I smell this, I think of thankfulness. I think of gratitude. I think of all of you. And it reminds me just how lucky I am to be in this position, and it's entirely thanks to all of you. I think it goes without saying, but you've genuinely changed my life. The sun's going down and it looks like I'm trying to perform some kind of ancient ritual to summon a demon or something using Gwyneth's vagina like some kind of fragrance warlock, but the point is, even though I don't say thank you all the time for all the incredible fucking milestones we've hit in the past and everything that's been going on recently, I do want you all to know just how much it means to me and how truly thankful I am for everything you all have done just by watching the content. It's just absolutely incredible. This is going to be hard to believe, but it's true. I mean, if you're standing up, you're going to want to sit down. It's about to blow you off your fucking feet. But I used to be a real loser. I fucking hated myself. I didn't think I was going to really amount to anything, nor was I going anywhere. I got all my fucking social skills from Reddit and anime, so I didn't have, like, close friends who wanted to be around me because I thought I was some kind of fucking psychopath. Now, don't misunderstand, I wasn't, like, bullied or anything. I wasn't having my head shoved in urinals or swirlied in the bathroom, wedgied every day or anything. I was just completely faceless. I had people that I'd talk to, I had, like, friends, but I was never the first person anyone would think of to their birthday party or for any kind of social event. And I totally understand why, because I was a fucking weirdo. Pretty much everything I said and joked about or talked about in the real world back then, like in high school, was an insult to myself. You know, self-depreciating humor is totally fine and good, but when it's all you say and it's all you ever do, it makes people uncomfortable. And I learned that the hard way. It was a sad self-fulfilling prophecy in this weird cycle where I spent like 6 years as a recluse, not because I wanted to be, but because no one wanted me around them, because all I would do would be insult myself and be like depressing to be around. And the reason I was like that is because I was miserable. But even when I would have the rare opportunity to go out, I'd still keep acting miserable, which would ensure I didn't go out again, so I stayed miserable. It was fucking sad. And it wasn't until I was about 19 that my channel really picked up a lot of steam and I hit 1 million subscribers, where I started to learn a lot of important lessons through my content I was making on YouTube, and I saw a future in maybe just doing what I've always loved doing, which is making content and posting it. That's always been my absolute biggest passion, which is just making things for the fun of making them and then posting them online and hoping other people enjoy it too. I also got very lucky during this period where I just roomed with some random roommates who turned out to be extremely popular social people that weren't afraid to take me out to parties with them and let me suck on their asshole and learn how to be social and not a fucking weirdo. So then I learned social skills from those people around me. I also learned the do's and do nots from my past. This is also why I'm always so adamant about not getting your social advice from like Reddit detectives and fucking Twitter comments of all things, because I was the product of that and I was miserable. I was constantly alone. And it's because I learned these things not firsthand, but vicariously through what other people claimed worked. Even though you have no idea who posted that information. That person could have been more miserable than I was with shit-stained underwear 24/7. And I was taking that advice and taking advice from anime, but I don't blame the anime creators because that shit just looked cool and I thought it would translate to me. It doesn't, so don't do that either. But anyway, the thing is, in this time period when the channel really started to gain steam and we hit 1 million subscribers, that was a real eye-opener for me. I saw a potential future where I get to keep doing what I absolutely love, making content, posting it online, and hopefully keep making a difference in the world in some small positive way. So again, I just want to give all of you an absolutely massive thank you. It means more than you'll ever know. I just wanted to make this whole video just to say thank you again. And yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. Most of my content focuses on negative things and making fun of them, making jokes at the expense of the bullshit we're looking at. But today I wanted to switch gears a little bit and talk about something positive. I want to give a good hearty smack on the ass and say good game to the History Channel. The History Channel gets a lot of shit, and deservedly so in some cases, but one thing the History Channel does that I haven't seen any other big network do is they release full episodes of their best TV show, Forged in Fire, on YouTube for free. Now, for free is kind of a bit of an exaggeration. There are ads on it, unless you're some type of fucking caveman not running ad block. You're gonna get those ads. However, History Channel just uploads full fucking episodes from different seasons, and if you don't want to watch a full episode, you kind of just want to see what it's about, they give you like the fucking bukkake money shots from certain episodes and certain seasons in like 5 or 8 minute little snippet highlight reels, like a fucking montage of Forged in Fire. I love Forged in Fire. We watch it a lot on my streams at twitch.tv/moistcritical. We crack a lot of jokes at it, and it's always a good time. But even when you're not cracking open a Budweiser with the boys on the cum-soaked sofa watching Forged in Fire and making jokes about it, it's still an unironically enjoyable good show to watch. And History Channel just uploads full episodes, no strings attached. And I haven't seen any other networks do that except for a few fringe examples where, you know, A&E will upload Season 1, Episode 13 of Chris Angel's Mind Freak from 2004, or Dan Schneider releases his foot fetishist videos on the Nicktoons official YouTube channel. But other than that, no other networks are releasing full episodes of their content on YouTube, except for the History Channel, and I have a huge respect for that. I actually don't understand why more networks don't do that, and also why History Channel just doesn't upload more Forged in Fire. The views on Forged in Fire for the History Channel are their biggest videos, by far, far and away, and it also just makes sense from a business perspective. The amount of views that go into a YouTube channel per month absolutely dwarf anything that TV channels pull these days. It's laughable in comparison. YouTube has far more viewers, more viewership, and watch time than anything on TV. So I don't know why networks wouldn't switch gears more to the online spectrum, and I feel like History Channel's kind of putting their dick in the water, kind of getting a feel for it with Forged in Fire content, and I think they're getting good results, so I'm hoping they'll do more Forged in Fire episodes, but I honestly feel every network should follow suit, because you can make a lot more bang for your buck out of old shows like Chris Angel's Mind Freak. You know, no one's going to buy Season 3 of that for $15 at FYE, and there's only 2 FYEs left in the globe in the first place. You're not making anything off Chris Angel's Mind Freak anymore. But if you put it on YouTube and you put your fucking ads on it, and there's going to be some geriatric patients out there that aren't running ad blocks, so they're going to get the ads and you're going to make some money off that, it's better than nothing. And nothing else, it gets goodwill for your network because people get to watch their old favorite shows because now it's on YouTube. They don't have to pay for it and go out of their way for it. And that's a little unfair as well because YouTube also offers the option to buy the whole season from the network. But let's be honest, no one's going to do that. It's the fucking internet, for God's sakes. I could Google any character throughout all of history and find porn of that character, drawn or animated, even if that character was never a pornographic character to begin with. The point I'm making is anything's possible on the internet. Torrenting is a thing that exists. It's illegal, but it's also very easy, and most people do it anyway. If someone sees a show they like and they have to pay for it and they could torrent it just as easily, most people are going to do that. Not that I advocate for that type of behavior, but I'm teaching you how the internet works. However, if you do what History Channel is doing with Forged in Fire and you give them a place to watch their favorite show for free where they don't have to torrent anything or pay for anything, the only thing they pay with is their time, where they sit through an ad if they're not running ad block, or you can even integrate an ad into the show. It's really not that huge of an issue because they get their favorite show for free, no strings attached, they can pick and choose the episode. It's a really efficient system that History Channel has done here, and I really think that most of the other networks should follow as well. Ask anyone who's under 50 years old and outside of a geriatrics ward, they're going to tell you TV is dying. It's on its way out. TV, it's not going to exist much longer. At least I can't imagine it existing much longer in its current form. So transitioning to the internet like this makes the most sense, and History Channel is really just ass-blasting the trail here, and I love what they do with this. They're adding a lot of Forged in Fire content at a pretty decent pace. They're giving like 2 full episodes a month-ish, kind of in that general ballpark, and I fucking love that. I really like that, and I just wanted to give some credit where credit is due. I think History Channel has the right idea, and I really think even from just a business perspective, it makes the most sense for dying TV networks to start releasing their shit on YouTube, because they're going to make a lot more money off that with just an ad in the beginning or ad at the end or something like that than they would having no one watch it on cable to begin with and having no one buy their VHS tapes of Chris Angel's Mind Freak. If you put that shit on YouTube, that shit may pop off. It's very possible because it's very easy for people to go on like a binge down a rabbit hole of their old shows, and then all of a sudden they're watching entire seasons. It's just a win-win for the network and viewers, and I really like that History Channel has taken this approach. At least it seems like they're taking this approach, and hopefully that trend will continue, because I would love to watch some of the old bangers from the early 2000s, some of those great stinkers. Fucking, man, I really like Chris Angel's Mind Freak. That one's the one that keeps coming to mind, but I really would like to see this continue. And again, thank you, History Channel. Keep uploading that Forged in Fire content, baby, and I'll keep jerking off to you. Thanks. See ya. Most of you probably know me as the world-famous professional actor who rose to fame in 2014 with his unforgettable role as the nameless District 8 helper in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 movie. A role so fucking powerful, it basically held the movie together. I was the glue, the foundation of that movie, the toilet Jennifer Lawrence pissed in to achieve her level of success. It was all because of my role, but I'm not here to flex my asshole. No, I'm here to actually talk about voice acting. Most of you probably didn't know that in addition to being a world-renowned actor, I also do some voice acting on the side. I actually dip my dick into the voice acting condom pretty hard, and recently I had a role in a game that came out called Lucius 3. I haven't played the game, and the game looks tastelessly edgy from what I've seen, but I do play a character in there. And some Twitch streamers were playing this game, and they all reacted the same way when they encountered my character. Pure shock and awe. They didn't even know a level of voice acting existed like this. I took that shit to a dimension they didn't even dream was possible. They were all left with their jaw on the floor and a dick in their ass because my voice acting was so fucking beautiful and they couldn't even hold back tears, some of them. So I wanted to go over the Twitch clips from when people were playing the game and got to my character.
It is the T12C3. Where did you get that? You know what? As a reward for bringing me this, I'm going to show you what I'm building here.
Sick.
It's almost hard to believe that that's me voicing that character, isn't it? Night and day. You probably would hear me speaking right now, listen to that, and think there's absolutely no relation between the two at all. That's how talented I am when it comes to voice acting. I become the character. For all intents and purposes, I became that turbo virgin nerd that I played there, and I voiced him accordingly. Now let's take a look at the girl here, Dex Bonus. She looks like she's about to have a fucking heart attack from how beautiful the voice acting is. And I know what she's thinking. You can see it on her face. It says it all right there. She's thinking, that couldn't possibly be... No. How could they have possibly got the Oscar-nominated District 8 extra to voice this character? There's no way the budget for this game was big enough to get him. But, lo and behold, Dex, that actually is me voicing that character.
Seaver. Awfully old fart. You can't even sail correctly. Is that an SGX-72 land camera? Where did you get that? I have the exact same one. It takes only 10 seconds to develop the picture. It's part of my...
Hope you had a box of tissues within arm's reach, because there's no doubt tears in your eyes, because I sold the fucking emotion in this character better than Anthony fucking Sullivan sells a Mighty Thirsty. So convincing, so beautiful, can't help but appreciate it. Just look at Cinnamon Toast Ken here. Look at him just take it all in, he's digesting it, he's feeling emotions he didn't even know he was capable of.
Oh, hi, it's you. I can't talk right now, busy building here.
Well, I have something to trade for you, alright?
Oh, shoot! You got it! The CX145 microprocessor from the Magna Journey. Where did you get that?
Yes, Skibidi.
Can I have it?
And with that line and that delivery, that's a fucking mic drop on voice actors everywhere. Honestly, you might as well fire your entire cast of voice actors for your next game and or movie. Just hire me to do all the voices. My range is unmatched. I can play female characters, male characters, inanimate objects, whatever you fucking need. This should show you the talent, the raw, pure talent I was blessed with from the Lord for voice acting. It's amazing. None of these people had any idea that the world-famous Hunger Games superstar was voicing that character. They all just thought it was some type of really good voice actor. But hey, I'm not here to brag. I just wanted to show you that my voice acting quite literally changed Twitch and the entire Twitch community forever. You're welcome. See ya. There is no bigger crime on YouTube than making a video on a topic another YouTuber has already covered. If you do that, you should honestly have to uninstall your fucking internet and be thrown in the slammer. You should be branded with something that haunts you for the rest of your life, like on your fucking permanent record. You should have to register like a sex offender registry, but for YouTubers that steal content ideas. It's disgusting, you filthy vermin, stealing ideas. Oh, man, I really hate that idea where if someone talks about something, everyone else is forbidden from talking about it. Yesterday I posted the SNL is awful video, but 2 hours before I posted it, Drew Gooden posted something about SNL. I didn't know he was making that. He didn't call me on the phone telling him that he has reserved rights to talking about SNL. So I didn't get the memo. I was unaware. It just happened to be a complete coincidence that I had made that earlier in the day and it went live just after his did. Just pure coincidence, and I truthfully, I apologize. Please don't arrest me, FBI. It was just a mistake. I didn't mean to steal his idea. I hope you understand. So again, I want to apologize for accidentally talking about something someone else talked about on YouTube. Luckily, the Internet Justice Police in the comment section let me know that I stole the idea, so that way I was made very well aware that I am a criminal because of what I've done. And this happened 2 days before that, where I did something on Neil Breen's scene, and it just so happened PewDiePie had talked about the same Neil Breen scene a couple years ago, and I didn't know. So again, I guess I'm just stealing fucking ideas all over the place. Everyone knows on the internet when someone does something, no one else is ever allowed to do anything even closely associated with it, and I'm embarrassed to say that I broke that sacred rule. I didn't know that I was stealing ideas. I guess I just didn't do enough thorough research throughout every corner of the internet to make sure no one had ever talked about any of the things I did. I really should have done my due diligence. I should have hired a team to figure it out or something, and I'm truly embarrassed, so I'm sorry. I'll drop the sarcasm now. People that truly believe someone steals someone else's idea just because they cover the same topic or something close to it, they can suck the filthiest part of my butthole. I hate that mentality. I really do. Gus Johnson sent me a Twitter DM not too long ago because he made jokes about a Blockbuster video that I made jokes about like a year or two ago, and he was very upset. He apologized to me profusely for no reason, and it's because his comment section got on him for copying something I did. I don't own the rights to making fun of that Blockbuster video, just like Drew Gooden doesn't own the rights to talking about SNL. He wasn't upset about it, and I don't think Gus was either. It just so happened that, you know, people sometimes come up with similar content ideas, and I fucking hate how the comment section just assaults people that cover similar topics to each other. It's so dumb. No one's stealing from someone else unless they're blatantly just plagiarizing the video, which I don't think very many YouTubers do because it's really obvious when that happens. It's so silly that, you know, PewDiePie talked about Neil Breen once, so thus no one else ever is allowed to talk about Neil Breen. Well, you know, PewDiePie also talked about Flex Seal way after JonTron talked about Flex Seal, and PewDiePie got shit on for stealing from JonTron. It's just so dumb. I don't understand it. When someone makes something It doesn't mean they are exclusively the only person that is ever allowed to make something in that field ever again. They didn't put the fucking flag down on the moon there and now own it. People are allowed to talk about the same topics or make videos on the same type of shit. I don't understand why you'd want it to be where only one person holds the rights to do something. Because if that was the case, then no one would ever be allowed to let's play a game after the first person does it. No one would ever be allowed to make a joke reacting to a TikTok video. Although if we are going to go down this route, I own the rights to making fun of every single TikTok since I was the first one to do that. So you can suck my dick if you want to play this ball game. I own all of the TikTok insults. That's my side of the playground, you pussies. It's just dumb. And I hate that, and I hate that mentality, so you can suck my fucking asshole if you really think that it's bad to cover a topic someone else has covered in a different way. I hate that shit. That shit makes my dick real soft, really soft. And I just wanted to vent about that and just tell you just how silly and ridiculous that train of thought is. That's it. Don't forget to go to twitch.tv/moistcritical, baby. Nothing but originality and hot shit flying everywhere. Take it easy, everyone. See ya.
What's up, everybody? It's Critical. So I've been getting asked a lot recently about how the adpocalypse on YouTube has affected me. There's also a lot of creators talking about the adpocalypse and all of the demonetization going around. So I figured I might as well talk about it and answer those questions. Yes, surprisingly, my videos have not been deemed advertiser-friendly or suitable for children, despite there being overwhelming proof to argue the contrary. In the YouTube Kids promotional trailer released by YouTube themselves, you can see my channel name pop up in a still image during one of the segments of the video. So clearly the proof is in the pudding. I may be taking YouTube to court. We'll have to see how that goes. So, Mr. YouTube, if you're watching this, make sure to sleep with one eye open, because I might just sneak into your bedroom and pop my raw wiener into your butthole. Now, with the whole demonetization thing, for those of you who don't know, YouTube has been going through a really difficult time with advertisers. They don't want to be associated with controversial content on YouTube. They'd rather be associated with mass shootings, which is understandable, of course. But to all the creators on the site, the definition of what is controversial is very vague, and it's not consistently enforced, and it's just a fucking mess. A mess of fucking. Things are getting demonetized for no reason. Even channels that are designed to be family friendly, for example, Report of the Week, are getting demonetized for no reason, and it's just been kind of chaotic on the platform. Now, it hasn't really affected me, and I'll explain. For 5 years, I donated all the YouTube money to charity, and I talked about why I stopped doing that. In a nutshell, it's because, you know, most of the charities I donated to, just massive fucking scams. Nearly all of that money went into the pockets of some real pieces of shit. And it's not like I was donating blindly. I did my research, but a lot of the good reviews are often bribed, according to a lot of reputable sources. So there was really no way of distinguishing what was a good charity from a bad one, so I just stopped. I then tried to do GoFundMes instead to try and give directly to people who need it, and that turned out to be just as bad, since nearly everything on GoFundMe is a scam. It may as well be called Go Fuck Yourself, because you're not funding anything with any real meaning for the most part, at least from a lot of the shit I've seen. Now, it's been about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years since I stopped donating, and I've kept all of the YouTube money kind of off to the side, for in case I do ever think of something or find something that is actually making a difference and can actually impact people in a positive way. So the adpocalypse really hasn't affected me personally, since I don't rely on making videos to generate an income or survive or anything like that. For people who've, been around the channel for many years, you know that I've been very adamant about not making YouTube a job, because I never want to consider this a job. I do all of this because I genuinely enjoy doing it, so nothing about that has changed. However, what has changed is, with going through college, all of my plans completely fell apart. I found myself not having any passion for anything. I went through 2 majors. I did digital arts because I wanted to get into the whole cartoon business. The program there was so fucking atrocious. They basically just had, some janitorial staff come in and pretend like they kind of understood Maya for an hour and a half a week. And that was just a miserable experience. So I switched to human sciences with a concentration in exercise physiology, because I thought, maybe a nutritionist or a personal trainer could be an enjoyable job. Since I had always kind of had an affinity for that kind of thing, I always really enjoyed working out and doing the nutritional side of shit, understanding how the body works and everything in that department. So I thought that could be fun. but those classes were truly just a miserable experience, and going and checking out all of the on-site job opportunities like a nutritionist, personal training, and everything just really made it seem awful and something I would be genuinely miserable doing. So I completely lost interest in that major as well. I still graduated with the human sciences degree, but it wasn't anything I wanted to do. Another thing I wanted to do and still want to do is professional voice acting, but that's an incredibly difficult field to get into. I'd have better luck picking up my cell phone and getting in contact with the real Santa Claus than actually landing a big voice acting role in a big title. And plus, honestly, I'm just not good at it right now. I'm trying to get better, but right now I'm just not good enough to be a top-billed voice actor, unless of course the main character happens to be a rock or something emotionless. The best roles I can get right now are just some one-off roles and lower budget titles and cartoons and productions. And there's nothing wrong with that, it's still fun and it's practice, but that's not a realistic means to live off of. Within 2 months of pursuing this pipe dream, I would be fishing popcorn kernels out of the cracks in pavements just for food. So where is my income coming from? Right now my primary source of income is from streaming here on YouTube. I started streaming like 5 or 6 months ago, and I've just been incredibly lucky to be surrounded by supportive people who have donated, or the YouTube sponsors during the streams. And YouTube sponsors, for those who don't know, is the Twitch subs but on YouTube. It's fundamentally the same thing. So that's primarily been where my living comes from. I still wouldn't consider that my job or anything because I don't do it on a schedule, or I don't force myself to do it, and I don't really even do it all that often. But that is mainly where all of my income has come from. And I really can't say thank you enough for that level of support. It truly has just been overwhelming, and I really, really don't think there's enough words in the fucking human languages for me to convey how much it means to me. I also generate income from the official podcast side of things with the Blue Aprons and the Dollar Shave Clubs and the Patreon for the official podcast stuff. We split that 4 ways, and that accounts for the other half of my income. So the whole demonetization wave, the whole limited to no ads category that all of my videos and most videos on YouTube are now being hit with, has not really affected me, since making videos has been and always will be just a hobby for me. I don't rely it on a source of income. So that little yellow icon next to videos that kind of just say eat shit and shit doesn't affect me financially, but I do truly hope YouTube stops sniffing assholes and gets all this together, so people who do rely on advertising on their YouTube videos to survive can continue to create content without having to worry about the financial security of themselves or their family. So yeah, hopefully that answers the questions. That's it. See ya.